Welcome, first episode of Because Reasons. It's just a retrospective of things we watched, things we listened to, whatever. We did one for Dragon Ball, but I'm still editing the clips for that. This is going to be much quicker because it's only 8 episodes, but it's also going to be much harder because this series is terrible. We're doing Genlock.
You can also kind of throw in the Ruby. I think the Ruby episodes are going to be under this new.
Okay, that works for me.
Podcast that we've been doing, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it fits more with the format of like we're just talking one topic and doing deep dive into it.
It's not even a deep dive because Dragon Ball, when we did Dragon Ball, it was really just like, oh, let's skip all of this.
Yeah, this is dumb.
It's like an overview, a quick, like, lazy overview, and then we pick one little thing and talk about it for 40 minutes. So, for anybody that doesn't know, DA, aka Bane, I don't know what I'm going to call him in this one. Next to me, he does all the revisitists with me. We have Mikedrop, Lone Sand, whatever the freak he's going by these days. Yeah, that's the laughing boy right there. And then we have Drew, or Versus, or Adept Rogue in his Discord name. What a douche. And that's that laughing boy. So before we even talk about like episode by episode, I want to really get into what were they thinking with this intro.
So I want to talk about something even before this.
Go ahead.
How? Going even further back.
What are we talking about?
No, it's not even so much the show itself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can't talk about this show without talking about all the fucking drama that has happened recently because the creator of this show.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about this. No, I'm not in the Ruby.
Of course not.
Rooster Teeth whole little
so
thingamajigger.
There's been all of this shit that has happened at RT Animation. Like there's been these Glassdoor reviews that have been coming out and saying like the working hours are terrible. We don't get overtime. They work us 80-hour weeks. All this different stuff, and like I feel like the only positive I've seen in those Glassdoor reviews are like work benefits are pretty good, but the rest of it is all just terrible, awful shit. The leadership doesn't know what they're doing. They
I saw that
writing
Glassdoor
stuff.
I didn't know it was about this though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
Ugh.
So
Months of this stuff.
Yeah, months and months of this stuff. Then they came out like after all this awful stuff. Matt Hollum, the at that point CEO of Rooster Teeth, was like, "Hey, we're gonna work on getting our crunch practices under control."
Why does it take people exposing crunch for people to go? We're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
We're gonna fix that one. We got you.
By the way, the same CEO stepped down.
Yeah. He's not. He's on the creative side of things now, which probably better.
The new CEO does what he asked or said he was going to do.
Yeah. Especially too when other portions of Rooster Teeth, like their news segment, was talking about like, oh, Game Crunch, it's so terrible and stuff like that. When other sections of your company are very much
Bead of
crunched.
sweat.
Yeah.
It's like Giorno and Bruno when they first met. Some dude just staring at him.
Just like, nothing wrong here. Hey, it's cool, baby.
They're doing the bad thing over there.
Oh, no.
So then it comes out later on that the creator of Genlock, Gray Haddock, was not at Rooster Teeth anymore. He had said hey, I'm not there anymore. I might work with Rooster Teeth still creatively in the future, probably potentially for Genlock stuff in the future. But they left it at that. And then all of these
Allegations?
There we go. Allegations from seemingly very creditable sources from multiple people came out that he got shit canned because he took resources from other shows, effectively ousted a creator of one of their 2D animated shows, Nomads of Nowhere, and basically took all the credit for his stuff. Had the teams stay for like mandatory toasts and stuff on the success of Genlock and whatever that he didn't even fucking show up to.
Took resources from other shows.
Yes, took resources from other shows. Change stuff in the show, like part way, like completely scrapped episodes and had them do it all over again. It was just like a utter fire that he created.
And this dude was the biggest hero at the end. Episode 8, he came in stomping through with that robot like, I'ma save all y'all.
That was him?
That was his voice.
Oh.
That was him. Dude, what are you doing? And they're all looking over him like, yo, he's the biggest hero of us all. He saved us all.
Okay.
Now he's in a heroic coma.
I was just about to say, did he write himself into the coma? Or did the other people like, oh, this dude's a dude. We're writing him out this show now.
Heroic sacrifice.
I like that.
So-
I like that theory better.
Yeah.
Get
So
him out of here.
So he is uber gone, seemingly fired, and like there were some people too that like in these allegations where they came out in a very good light. Like Miles and Carrie, completely fine. They were working under him, so they were just like trying their best and working with everybody. Like they worked as many hours as all of the like animators. And then as soon as Matt Hullum, the CEO at the time, heard about all this shit, he came to RT Animation himself and was like, what the fuck is going on, like, in these allegations? So they seemed like the other faces of the company seemed like, okay, like, they at least, once they were aware of the situation, tried to make amends, while Gray just
Made things worse.
crashed into the earth and just like, no, we can go deeper. Keep it going.
How do you create something like this? Okay, what goes on in the mind of a person where they're just like, they're that self-centered? Because you're making yourself the hero, you're taking resources from other shows for your show, you're changing things last minute, you do a mandatory, hey, we did a good job, and you're just like, I'm not showing up to that piece of shit. What goes on in your head?
There was also the point where there was allegations that he's also the head of animation, the head of the whole department, and he used his position to get Genlock like at the top of the list of shows to do, while he just
Ignored other
told
people.
everybody, we're not doing yours.
Which is ridiculous.
Dude, how do you look
it's
at
a
that?
conflict of interest.
How do you
You're
look
head
at
of
that
animation
script?
and then the director of a show.
Yeah, how do you look at that script and go,
This is a good
show,
idea.
This is the show at the top.
This is the direction we want to go in.
Well, apparently though, the script was much different at pitch than what was the final product, because apparently he just scrapped fucking episodes and plot lines and flipped shit around and
Dude, it feels like that. It feels like this was 10 to 12 episodes squashed into 8 episodes.
I thought you were about to say 10 to 12 shows squash into one.
That's
No, because you look
DG,
at that.
to me, that is extremely fucking generous.
Dude, you look at that first
That's
episode,
20
and it's
I'd
just
say
like
20.
exposition.
But not that much. Not that
Are you
much.
serious?
Not enough.
No, okay, it's too much exposition. It's too much establishment, I should say, as opposed to exposition.
Like,
it's just
you
like,
get the
oh, this is the
characters.
family. This is me. This is my girlfriend.
Oh no, the bad guys. Why are they bad guys?
Exactly.
They're just the bad guys. There's never a single sentence going, they oppose us for this reason.
So I guess we're gonna get into I guess we're getting into this now. So yeah, I just want to talk. I wanted to talk about the drama, just because the center of that drama is the creator of the show.
What happened with the intro?
Now, do you mean the introduction of the show?
No,
or
no.
the intro song?
The intro song. This is how incompetent this is. The intro song, Dakota Fanning is the second highest billing, but she's not part of the crew. So they go Michael B. Jordan, Dakota Fanning, and then the rest of the characters.
And the rest.
Like in between the Michael B. Jordan and the next character they showed, Dakota Fanning. just in the corner. What are y'all doing? How are you that incompetent where you make an intro and you can't fit her in some way? Not even just show her face in the background or something. It's just like,
They couldn't fit her into the show.
Yeah, really? Of all the characters who should have been the hero in a coma, it should have been her.
yeah.
That would have made
Especially
more
to
sense.
establish him more.
Yeah.
And then the song, like,
It's a bad song.
It's not good.
It is
It's not good at all. Like, I would need to go and rewatch because the Grey Haddock. So before a number of years ago, and they're continuing it now. Rooster Teeth has a anime podcast called Fan Service, which he was a part of, and he had always shown that he really enjoyed mecha-anime. Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans, isn't that the kind of
That's
recent-ish
Gundam too.
one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the newest one.
So he was a big fan of that show and the stuff that they did in that show, and just like as these different episodes came about, you could tell it's like he was a fan of mecha. So
Yes.
that's why he made a mecha show. And I'm just really curious about, like, even like with the music, where he got his inspirations from, because like obviously, you know, Ruby, Monty had inspirations just from different shonen and stuff to have like the really like rock awesome intros for Ruby. But this
It's so weird. I think he was just like, I think he just went, oh, it's future, so let's do it futuristically.
but the lyrics and the
Yeah.
tempo and
Yeah. Plus, it just wholesale spoils the end robots. And you sit there and go, oh, I can't wait to see them. Last episodes, they come trundling through. Come on with that.
I have words about that. About them. I mean, I have a lot of words, but that is something too.
It's bad. It's so good.
is there nothing worse than the forced diversity? Did they go? Did they look at the metrics of people and countries that watch their show and just go, "Oh, we need this representation"?
Tick them boxes.
Dude,
Exactly.
the final scientist is from Africa or whatever. Dude, you're just, what are you
got
doing?
Asian scientists near the end. All the diversity in the crew. You got the one white dude, and that one white dude is clearly evil. He ain't in the intro, but in one shot. And you go, why ain't he in the intro? What makes him so diverse? Is he gay? Is he something? No, he's just a white dude and he's evil, and he's dead episode 2. What are y'all doing?
You gotta get that spy element that early in the show, don't you know?
Fuck the whites! Fuck the whites!
Why do you need a spy already? We're episode
what
2
I
or
said.
3 is just like he infiltrated us.
That's a whole season. Little Girl's PTSD is a whole season. Evil Michael B. Jordan is a whole season. But they just went, all of it. Everybody gets 2 episodes.
Dude, episode like 4, the team is completely like out of sync, and then they have that whole video game part, and I'm like, oh, this is the team building episode. No. No, it's
In
not.
between episode 4, I think it was 4 and 5, it felt like a whole season of show needed to be in the middle of it.
Dude.
I literally started episode 5, and I was just like, wait, why are the characters like this? Like, it seems like something should have happened in order for them to have this emotional response. There's nothing that happened in the last episode.
It is breakneck.
And, dude, I'm telling you, it feels like 10 to 12 episodes squashed into 8.
No. 16 to 20. At a minimum.
gotta
At a minimum.
Because I feel like you could have did... Okay, the first episode is breakneck. It's just like, here's the bad people, 5 minutes. It's
Family, care about them. Michael B. Jordan.
Me, I actually had no problem with the first episode. As it is, I guess I would have not had a first problem with the episode if the next episode actually explained anything about this world.
No, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
We're beginning and we're ending and move on.
Yeah, it was like a good introduction of just like, okay, there's this evil, like it leads to like some intrigue of like there's this evil force. They have nanotech. You're introduced to the main characters. Something bad happens. You're left on a cliffhanger, and then the next episode could have a fucking Ruby intro, episode 1 Ruby, where it explains shit about the world at all.
Dude,
No, not at all.
What?
there was this shot in the first episode that I always remember, where it was a bunch of soldiers and then the family, and there was a dude huddled up with his family, and he pulls out a badge, and they just sort of nod, and the family looks at him like, what? And I'm like, what was that shot? What was that shot?
Apparently, they can tell Union citizens from American citizens. Apparently, I don't know.
What was that shot? What?
Like,
A
they can
little
tell
later
each
in the
other apart.
Yeah, a little later in the episode when they send out the nano machines, it ignores that family. That's literally the only 2 scenes they're in that episode.
But what
Literally.
happened?
They showed that hey, we're with you, we're cool. Okay, we won't have our microbots murder you from the inside out.
Okay, but why wouldn't everybody just have that badge?
Because only the Union citizens had them for whatever.
No, why wouldn't they just
Union could have
replicate
it.
PG, are you trying to think logically about this?
Why wouldn't the good guys just
I literally
surely
am
you've got
staring
the
at my computer
prisoner.
screen. I'm staring at my computer screen right now with like my hands on my hips with the hey there, are you thinking logically right now, bro?
You're telling me they couldn't capture one Union person and go, oh, this badge might be important?
Apparently episode 2 they have a spy get into their fucking top secret base, so no, I don't believe it.
It's just like, oh, you fooled us with all our tests? Are you serious? Dude, what are you doing? Oh, speaking of shots, this shot, okay, so at some point I start getting so mad at a series that the littlest thing will set me off. It's not the big things anymore, because it's just like, I get it, this is just going to be crap. But it's a little thing that will piss me off. And this is episode like 6 or 7. It's right after the first attack and the little Scottish girl gets PTSD. She's up all night working on her mech. And they wake her up and she's on her back. And she rolls off the bed. And they try to do this cool shot where she falls into her tank in the next scene. But because she was on her back, she rolls on her stomach. And then when she's falling in her tank, she lands on her back. And I'm just like, you start on her stomach. You roll her over so when she falls off the bed, it's the same way. Little thing like that made me so mad. I had to watch it 8 times to just go, that was so stupid.
But
You had a chance.
Do you think rank and
show
file
a little more rotation?
A little anything.
But do you think rank and file Rooster Teeth fan cares about that, or you think they're going, yay, robot, cool, awesome?
I think they do. I think there's not enough yay, robot, cool, awesome people, because Genlock, as you said, is largely regarded as mediocre at best.
Because it is.
No, it's
something
not.
like Ruby. You've got the good graces of Mati and all of the dead fantasy and stuff going, and you got him going rule of cool, and they're not trying. They're just going, how do we get to the next cool thing? They're trying. They're trying to say something with this. And that's the problem. Because they're failing and they're saying nothing and they're trying. And, as well as having, hey, let's do cool stuff. That's the problem.
Why from Encounter like 2 were they not doing that mind meld? Because the second they do it
comes out of nowhere.
The second,
and like fucking what's his face? Michael B. Jordan's character,
Chase.
whose
Chase.
name yeah, whatever. How like they're like, hey, let's mind meld. No, and they don't address it until the last fucking episode.
and then it's
terrible.
a
30-second speech. All right, I'm in.
Hey, you can do it. I guess so.
All that trauma, whatever. All them doubts,
Hey,
whatever.
this is all I got. This is all that's me. What if I lose my mind? You won't, though.
What's up?
I want to, because we were talking about people's reception, so I have the Wikipedia page up, and I'm on the reception portion.
Oh boy.
Reviews for Genlock were largely positive.
It has to be critics. It has to be critics.
Critics
Like,
praise-
this next Rooster Teeth thing, it's gotta be good.
Yay, Michael B. Jordan. Yay, chick from Game of Thrones.
Critics praise the series as a clear step forward from the company behind Red vs. Blue and Ruby. Literal next sentence. Highlighting the animation quality. And
I was just about to say, it's animated better.
And performance of the lead cast, as well as the sharp dialogue by writers Gray Haddock and Evan Narcissus, whatever.
Did he
No.
write this wiki page? Dude, that writing was so dull.
And Michael B.
That
Jordan
dialogue
was
was
awful.
cringeworthy.
It was cringeworthy, and Michael B. Jordan was terrible, and the little Scottish girl got on my nerves. It's just, they dropped the whole, her saying a lot. They just drop it. You gotta be, if she would've just, and then at the end, when the doctor's about to die, she says it again, and he doesn't turn and go, what did we talk about? No, who cares?
No.
Just oof, and cares. Just drop plot lines.
Dude, they resolved an entire mental disorder in 2 episodes.
2
You think they can an episode and a half?
episode and a half. Dude, the trauma happened. She goes nuts turning down her thing. She sits with the doctor. Everyone's like, don't worry, you can do it. We're not mad. And that's it.
Okay.
It was like 7 minutes.
Resolved.
Resolve. Conflict resolution, 7 minutes. Just get out of here.
Just get out of here.
Dude. There are so many plots here. That could have been 6 episodes, 7 episodes, 4 episodes.
He literally goes, yeah, I'm cool with this. My body's gone, my family's dead, but I got over it. In these 4 years that we did not see any of your hardship, your struggle. No, you just come back. Now I'm fine. I'm half a person with 2 less family members, but I'm fine. But I want my girl back, though. That's what I'm stressed about.
Yep. Gotta force that romance in there.
Can't we try again with me as a ghost and half body? Can't you love me more than that able-bodied dude?
Voiced by Gray Haddock.
That's not a ghost.
See, when you frame it like that, it makes the whole romance subplot even worse. Because he's asking so much. Yeah, I know I'm just barely alive, but I think we can make it work.
And
He only goes, if you want to try something, you know where my tank is. And he disappears.
she goes, maybe.
No!
I'm in a committed relationship right now, but you know what? I'll break it off for you, Stubby.
Dude, at the end, when they finally have their talk/argument, she goes, it took so long to get over you to move on with my life, and he's just like, Bernardo, what about us?
I'm back. but I'm here though.
But I'm here though. So what's happening? Oh, something maybe. Sharp writing.
She is a quarter of a character.
She's the love interest. That's what
they described
the
her
description
as.
for her when they introduced her. She's just Chase's love interest. That's it.
It's so bad. I'm like, why even have this character? She would be better served dead and as motivation.
Yeah, she should have died in the attack of New York.
She should have died with the family. Yeah.
Or in the big explosion of the base. Because nobody important died there.
Yeah.
Why even do it?
Okay, and now it's just like, oh, we got this technology that beats the nanotechs. So we all good.
That's 6 episodes done. They're just crossing out potential episodes. Yep.
Potential future plot line. What's the danger now? Oh, the nanotechs? Whatever.
How about hundreds of Michael B. Jordans?
But it doesn't matter if he doesn't have, if none of them have a Genlock suit. Because then they're just mindless floating minds. There's no body, like there's nothing there.
That they've already defeated with the power of friendship, and they're just gonna grow closer, so you can just do that again. I said back when I first reviewed this thing, they basically literally shoot a friendship beam at them.
Boy, this is some fairy tale stuff.
It's the worst. They hold hands and just go friendship. He goes melting. Genius writing.
Beautiful.
Michael B. Jordan, a fully grown man, is just like, yeah, I'm recording this. I'm recording these 2 characters.
This show is Emmy worthy.
Let's submit this for an Emmy.
Did they
They
really?
did do that.
They
Yeah.
did do that.
It didn't.
Oh
it didn't
my
make
god! In hindsight, what the fuck?
It did not make it.
Dude, what were they submitted?
Dude, I guess they were just so big headed that they're just like, this is revolutionary. We doing stuff, we saying stuff. This big money
You
right
not
here.
doing stuff. You are literally saying it. I'm a trans person. There's no subtext. There's no underlying. It's just like sometimes I feel like a woman. Sometimes I'm a man. What were you born as?
Can I just point out how funny it is that they got the Japanese guy to start asking that question while all the Westerners were all like, ugh, here he goes again asking the questions.
It's like, this dude is trying to be informed. Why are you making him out to be the villain? He's asking questions. If he was just like, I'm just gonna be a bigoted person to just call you he, her, whatever, that'd be like, oh, he's evil. But he's asking questions, trying to get to know her better, trying to get to understand what's going on here, and you're all just like, oh, look at this dumb foreigner. That's it.
It's not their place, DA.
He's actually trying to learn about your struggle and what you're going through, and everyone's like giving him side eye.
Yep.
We're saying something.
That was such a terrible scene. That's the worst scene in the entire show.
Dude, the whole video game thing feels like it should have been an episode. A team building episode.
No, they go in, they have their little joke outfits, and then the internet just crashes.
They go in, they have their little
never
joke
go
outfit.
back.
They're like, hey, let's go on an adventure together. And it's just like, no, I'm going to go to the club. No, I'm going to go do this. Huh, that looks interesting over there.
Never brought up again, never visited again.
We're out of here.
That's another 6 episodes. Cross them out, boys. We gonna get to that 8.
You want to start going episode by episode at this point?
Dude. I'm sorry, I was looking up the Emmy stuff.
Oh.
I really wanted to know. We made a little show called Genlock that people seem to like. Is that why you submitted it for an Emmy? Dude,
So good.
The crew put tremendous amount of passion and creativity, not entirely forced by me, and we really wanted to show off their work.
It really, in hindsight, knowing that Emmy stuff and knowing what was going on with
Allegedly,
Gray,
okay.
it really says a lot about the guy, doesn't it?
Allegedly, sure thing, Drew.
You, at this point, take them quotation marks out of that one. It happened.
It happened.
So yeah, let's just do episode by episode. So we're first episode called Pilot, which is it a play on him being a pilot too?
It's, dude,
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I've got
joke,
a
good
little
joke.
bit more.
I'm doing
for
a
you.
double door clap. That's a good joke.
I've got a little bit more for you before we start getting into episode by episode. They change their mechs and get new things. Now, it's shown when they first got in that they had to adjust to everything. Suddenly, Chase has wings. And
That's fine. And
then,
he's perfect with it. He's whatever.
He's perfect. They have all new armor, all this new bulky armor. The Scottish girl, she's shorter and hers is more compact. Sure.
Perfect.
We're perfectly fine with this. Where was the getting used to the new stuff? Now you can understand the Japanese dude with a sword. Who cares? It's just a sword on the side. It's just a firearm. You've got wings. It's like if you jump up and down and then you throw on a heavy backpack and jump up and down forward. Like, there's going to be a harder takeoff and you're going to stumble on the landing.
Nah, he's a pilot. It's cool.
No.
No, hey, that's 3 episodes gone, baby. Cross them off. We down to 12. Woo! Get in that room and celebrate, y'all. I'll be there soon.
So this bugged me. This bugged me the most, I'd say. Well, besides there being literal episodes missing. So number 2.
Literal episode.
This is the second most pissy offy thing in the show for me. In other mecha show. Just because, PG, DA, you guys really don't watch mecha.
Nope.
Getting a new mech is a big fucking deal.
Not here. Let's do it twice in 8 episodes. 3 times.
In Code Geass, every time there was a suit upgrade, it was, oh fuck, oh no, this is bad, like, on either side of this war that's happening in Code Geass. Like, shit is bad, and then the other side matches it, and then it's, it's an armaments race. But it has episodes and episodes and episodes to fucking develop. Where it's like, you see them working with different technologies, you see them incorporating new battle strategies, learning to use the new robots.
The new weapons and stuff. No.
But
no, let's just pull the tarp off of these new robots, and y'all get in it. And y'all immediately go on a mission.
Yep.
Yep.
You want us to maybe train and get used to these? Oh, we're being deployed as we speak, huh?
Cause
we need to hit that episode 8.
That annoyed the crap out of me. Where it's like, oh, here's new robots.
They get cool. 2 upgrades
in the show.
They all get 2 separate upgrades, and they're just whooping and hollering, and yay, this is so awesome all around it. And I'm just sitting there just going, this is not earned at all. This is my biggest problem with mech shows. At any point, somebody can just strap a rocket launcher to it, and you just go, okay, now you got a rocket launcher.
I was fine with them getting weapons, because it's weapons they're used to, in sniper rifle, sword, whatever. Because that's not really an upgrade. It's just adding accessories to what you already have. Then they just go, here's the greatest of our mechs.
I've been built in hours. Yeah, I'm just not gonna sleep tonight, and I'll just finish off 5 robots.
Here's a question I want anybody to answer: what is the time frame of Genlock from when they get there to beating evil Michael B. Jordan?
Hours?
Dude, it legitimately feels like 4 days.
Somewhere. You know what? They go through like a couple days in the training episodes. Like, so there's a little
Do
bit
they
of
go through a
time
couple
passed.
days?
Yeah, they they go to sleep, wake up, do Genlock, go to sleep, wake up, do Genlock.
And they establish they can't be in Genlock for very long.
Yeah,
so.
they need downtime and uptime and all these other cool phrases.
I wanted to refute your point, though. It's just like anyone could get a rocket launcher. like I can understand that sentiment, but again, going back to the whole Code Geass thing, typically an upgrade in armament is like that gives the other side an actual edge, is like some brand new technology that will then be matched by the other side with something else that is revolutionary, and then it's an arms race, which is then built upon by the different people that they bring along, what have you, and whatnot. And my problem, so like, say, you know, this side gets an awesome like Omega laser cannon or something that's like, you know, way more powerful than anything we've ever seen before. The other side makes something of similar nature and then incorporates it into their other things. Why the fuck did the yellow robot, why was she the only one that got wings too? There's literally a scene in the last fight where Japanese dude, I don't remember any of their fucking names, Japanese dude gets hit into the pit and he's like hanging there struggling. It's like, why didn't they give him fucking wings?
Why didn't everybody just get wings if they're so easy to just use them?
I know.
We ran out of materials. It's fine.
He's hanging there.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, if I had to guess, they tried to make the mechs like built for special like task or whatever. Oh, this one's the sniper. This one's the melee fighter. This one's a rabbit for some reason.
Yeah.
have wings. Why?
I'm okay.
Don't know.
I'm
What I
okay
want
with
to know
that.
is, why is one like plain wings and the other one's like angelic wings? Why the difference?
So I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Like, okay, these are specialized for certain things, but like, again, I'm you know, Mike, are we syncing with logic? But I'm going to for a second.
Okay.
Like, again, going back to Japanese dude, he's a melee fighter. So one thing you probably want to do as a melee fighter is close the fucking distance. So wouldn't wings really be helpful?
If not wings, then just hit him with the Iron Man with rocket thrusters or something.
Yes!
Something that makes you more mobile. Anything other than nothing.
I will answer all these questions with my knowledge as a Gundam fan, and something that we Gundam fans have long accepted as the reasons why, why does this mech look like this? Why are the mechs colored this way? It's just to sell toys. They likely just
Who's buying Genlock toys? Who's buying Purple Robot?
Ruby fans, Rooster Teeth fans.
Are they even selling them?
They're not.
No, they're not even selling them. They're gonna make a partnership with Bandai or something and be like, hey, we have this new hit show. We try to sell it. I mean, we try to nominate it for an Emmy. Don't you think you want to have the exclusive rights to sell model kits of our mechs from the show?
Did you get into the Emmys? No.
Why, no, we did not.
No, we did not.
Sign here.
Right here.
I'm imagining this commercial though, just because "hit" is a strong word. It's like, check out the brand new hit show.
The acclaimed show. Such and such says strong writing.
Black Haddock says.
Oh, these are terrible.
Yes. Yes.
We're looking at Genlock merch.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, this is what are y'all doing?
Oh, we got plenty, y'all. We got plenty.
They got plenty.
Okay.
All overcharged and everything.
So yes, the mechs, the progression was stupid.
Because
not earned.
She spends like sleepless nights for like 2 episodes upgrading these, and just goes, oh, I've got upgrades for everybody right now.
Can we write an equation for like how many episodes it took in the show would it equate to of actual good story progression in episodes of a normal anime?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, this would be, you know what? Let's do that for once we end each episode, the summary. Just how many episodes should this have taken?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, first episode, we're at a party. We're just meeting
Family
people.
gathering.
Whatever. It's
Yeah.
to meet the main character's girlfriend for his sister and his mom to meet her. And it's just like, oh, we're already establishing characters. Mom's just mammying it up. Sister's just like, oh, I'm the little sister.
Now, I'll say this. Whoever wrote this scene definitely has a sibling.
Oh.
Cause when he goes, bye mom, love you, and he just looks at the sister and goes, and she goes, I'm like, that's boy.
That's how you do it.
That's 100% a sibling thing.
It's not hugging and like secret handshakes and
No,
stuff.
it's like,
Oh, okay.
Like,
I acknowledge your existence as my family member.
And I love that. There are like three things that I loved in this show. That was one of them when Mexican Miles Luna gave him his robot with wings. He sort of puts his arm around him, and he just looks like, oh, I'm not in his grasp. Let me just sort of move. There
That
we
was
go.
awesome.
And I'm sure I'll remember the third one.
The fact that you can't right now is sad.
It's bad.
I love three things. I remember 2/3 of them.
1, 2.
So party happens. Mom tells a story of embarrassing. You know how moms do.
Yeah.
So
They establish the internet, but not really.
they establish a weird internet. They establish that there's holograms that you can send across the country.
They established his dumb song.
When did that come back?
He says it a fucking lot in the
Oh
show.
yeah,
Let the good
he
times
says
roll.
let the good times roll. Yes. Oh, I remember what I hated about this scene. Him singing it. He starts tapping his foot, singing it out the blue like the mom tells the story. Everything just kind of quiet. He just go, good times, bro. It was like, oh, Dad loved that song.
And that is the last time we will mention that man.
Dude, it's just like 6 minutes of go, 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 go,
But
go,
in
go,
this whole
go.
thing, they don't establish why he's in the army. He doesn't have any real motivations. He was just like, oh, Dad died, and now I want to revenge him, or I just want to do the right thing, or anything.
You know why episode 1 was fine for most people? Because you expect them to explain things later. We have a whole series ahead of us.
Yeah.
So
Well, they'll get to it. They'll get to
he's
it.
in the army? Okay, we're going to figure out what happened that made him want to join. Oh, there's this and that and this and the third. Oh, we're going to learn about that. Like,
We're gonna learn about his father and how he was in the Genlock program, and so that's why he's so compatible. Nope, nothing. How about nothing? Are you fine with nothing?
It ain't important.
Excuse me, I ordered an omelet. This is nothing.
So
Yeah,
the
but you got good
second thing,
signs, though. But hey, we mentioned when we explained the menu to you, we mentioned an egg, and then they just walk away.
tip your waitress.
Waiter, wait.
There's nothing here.
Nothing.
I'll give the chef your compliments. He made me air.
Would you like to nominate him for?
The cookies are coming up, you know. Why don't you write his name in that ballot? Yeah, we have a little eggs people like. I don't know. Let's nominate it. So, the second the main character and his girlfriend leave, an attack starts. I mean, the second.
Like they,
No.
they talk,
No.
and then we talk to the other dudes for like 5 seconds.
No. I'm not talking about them. The sister turns on the news the second they leave and the attack is starting.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
the United Nations or something.
Yes. What?
It's way too.
It's way too quick.
Yep.
So
From what I
then they're
understand-
at the base and they're talking and everything before the alarms go off, and then they go, "Oh, it's in New York. Gotta go there, cause that's where my family is.
Well, I do want to say one thing though. Like they keep saying that his family's dead. His family's not dead. They literally wouldn't show the mom be like, "Let's go," and have like the scene of her walking out of the apartment for football.
Yeah, she was ready.
Yeah, that's an assumption.
She was
That's
like,
an
let's roll out.
They did mention the dad, and nothing came of it. So maybe this is another. Maybe this is another egg. But I'm inclined to think there's something more there.
So, when they were in the internet thing, you know how his sister has that little internet persona.
Mm-hmm.
The persona is in there. So it's not said if it's a copycat or if that's actually her. But you know, who cares? We're not talking about that.
We're not even gonna explain what she was doing.
So it's a potential thing. But
Season 2, everybody. Season 2.
Possibly, maybe.
Nah,
I think that's another egg.
Yeah, let's get to that at the end.
So it's just a big old fight. We established that these mechs have, or these bad guys have nano clouds that do things.
Before that, the conversations, we find out that I'm calling him Boomstick just because the guy who voices Boomstick in Death Battle voices other dude who likes Dakota Fanning.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one thing that's established. Well, it's A, all the guys play video games together, and B, he crushes on Chase's girl, and then attack.
Was any of that important?
It gives them a half of a shell of a character.
Okay.
Playing video
Go for it.
games. There is one thing
a shell of a character.
There is one little thing I like. When Chase died, the big game was Siege, and then this little Scottish girl is like, "Who wants to play Siege 2 with me?" Just like, oh, it's been 4 years. The new game is out.
Okay.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
But when the nanomachine comes, this is, again, bad exposition where they go, what's that? It's the nanomachines. As a soldier, you should know that.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad you reminded me of that. There are so many times where it's just like, you're a soldier. You've been fighting these people for so long, and you have to keep going, what's going on? I ain't never seen nothing like this. I can understand if they were like, we're down people, the new recruits are here, we gotta send them out immediately. But no.
But even still, don't you think that this should be like a quick briefing? Here's your gun, here's the enemy, here's what they can do. What's that, 5 minutes? 3 episodes?
Either or. That's one of the things that got hit on the cutting room floor. Like, we don't need that part.
Hey, do you think we need this exposition? Nah.
We need them having fun clothes in the internet.
And shooty McPlane plane.
Hey, do you know what gender fluid is? You're about to. Sit down. There's gonna be a test.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, when they mind melded, why were they acting like a ballerina?
The mind
We'll get to
melting
that.
makes negative sense. And I hate it so much.
And then,
We'll get to that. We'll get to it. My
We'll get to
goodness.
okay, so big old fight, shooty McBang bang plane, as Mike said, and it's like, okay, the big attack is
most
coming.
of it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, most of it, I had no problems with this at all.
Absolutely, it's just a
Like,
big old battle.
Establish enemy. Again, the whole family thing was really dumb and weird and whatever. Like, to me, it just says, oh, there's these enemy people living amongst the regular people. Maybe that'll be something. No.
From the sound of it, it sounds like the Union's a foreign nation. It's not.
Yeah, it sounds like some people succeeded from the rest of the world.
With 8 episodes and multiple times people standing in front of a projection of enemies and their battle tactics, we should know this. We should have to assume.
We only heard throughout all these episodes, I only heard one thing about the Union. 8 episodes, 24 minutes each. Is that they grab intellectuals. That's the only thing I know about them. Only thing.
Did they grab the doctor?
They wanted to.
Dude, I hate this series. Episode's very close to ending. Like, it's just a big battle for a long time. The Union has these giant things. They're attacking New York. Who cares? And then
A baby is saved.
a baby is saved.
We see that baby again? Nah.
The dude with the badge. Don't know why it's not used more or never again.
Never again.
Never again.
Is he a sleeper agent? Like, what is he? Because the family, when he pulled out the badge,
The family was like, "What the?"
Was like, what? Where'd you get that? And the soldier's like, oh, okay, gotcha. Then he just walks away.
I
So is
hate
he a
that.
sleeper agent?
He could have picked it up on the
The soldier
street.
walks up like... the soldier just walks up. Charles, buddy, how's it been, man? Good to see you. Well, we're killing all your neighbors, but it's cool, man.
All this exposition, and it's just nothing about that.
Too much and not enough. What are those? Oh, those are nanotech. They can melt people and blah 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 blah. But then they show them doing that anyway. Why tell us? Just
Why?
Like 4 seconds from telling us, they show us. But then they show the badge and they don't go, yeah, that's gonna be something.
One of my favorite things from the first episode that just made me facepalm really hard was you saw the Walker thing, like smashing down the Statue of Liberty. Oh, they're so evil! And the commander lady, she was like, how did that thing get so close? And I'm sitting there going, how indeed?
This will forever be a mystery.
Where did it
I
come
remember
from?
I was reading something online where, it was like a dude who either studied war history or just like had military training. He's like, literally all the strategies that are in this show are circa World War fucking II. Why has the military competency strategy not advanced at all?
This is 50 years in the future, and they're just stuck way back then.
So yeah,
They hit
what
it.
else?
ESD.
So they tried to use some form of weapon on the big walker.
doesn't
Ruby
work.
Rose pilot dies. Same actress.
Dude,
And then
Chase tries to go
Chase-
sacrifice himself to save the people, and then he.
And it's
Hey,
just the
singing
military thing
his
of
song.
don't do it, you don't do it. The mission. He's like, oh, I'm a renegade pirate. My family, I gotta do it. Just this cliche garbage.
and it amounted to nothing because he didn't help. Nothing happened.
And he comes back anyway.
He comes back anyway.
He basically just created the biggest villain.
Essentially.
If he had just done what he was ordered.
He wouldn't be half a person. They wouldn't have a copy of his mind. He wouldn't be that copy, and the original be the evil one. So
let the
he
good times
gave
roll.
them a pilot.
let the good times roll.
Yeah, let this show roll.
He
Exactly
got
what
to
Grace said.
He got to sing the song, so it's fine. It's fine. GA, you're being outrageous.
Yep, that's right. That's
Did we lose you guys? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. What happened was our mic cut out for a hot second, which stopped our
Okay.
actual recording. It's whatever. It's just gonna be. There's no problem. So we jump into the future after his sacrifice. We jump into the future 4 years into the future, and they're on a mission trying to save some refugees. And then some giant robots come. And
They meet Dr. Weller first.
can I just say, they don't know how to write eccentric. Because they want an eccentric, like, doesn't really get that he's not
People.
funny doctor. That's why it's funny. But it's not. It's like the whole hole for applause thing. And,
I like that.
And hole for laughter. And
I
blah,
like
blah.
that.
Okay. But then they keep it going and keep it going. He's just so eccentric. But it's not lovable. He's just a douche. So yeah, they meet the doctor. They go save the refugees. 2 robots come. There's this giant debriefing thing. Oh, this is super classified. Nobody can say anything. Nobody talk about this. Here's this ghost.
What's up, y'all?
Next,
I'm cool with this. I'm cool, baby. It's us. It's your boy.
can I just say,
Had 4 years.
the next
Get over
episode
it.
they had a spy. The first episode they go, this is classified. Nobody talk about this. There could have been
Maybe
another
unions
spy in
somehow
there.
Found out.
Then who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares?
Did we say the mechs are introduced as well?
Yeah, I said
In
the
the
giant robots
skirmish.
come. Yeah.
Okay.
Blow up the spider giants.
How many episodes should this have been? I'm going to.
At least.
I'd say 2.
I say 2, 3 at the most.
You get a little bit more time with the parents, and establishing
People
the
at the
girlfriend
base.
stuff. Yep, you get to know the people more. The end of the episode.
I would even say you speckle in a little bit about the war.
Yes, absolutely. You get to know
Yes.
the people more, and you get to know the state of the world. Here's what you do: you get to know the people
Stay in the
more.
world from our protagonist's perspective. Because that's, like, you know, in my head
Mhm.
of what the series could potentially be, obviously we're following these protagonists, and it's just like, the Union, evil, bad, here's the stuff about them and why they're so evil. But then, you know, later on you learn, there's some people that aren't so bad over there, yada, yada, this, yada, yada, that.
For
What you
me,
could
I would
do-
go. The first episode establishes the people, the characters. So you get the main character, his girlfriend, his family, the dude that likes her, the people on base, yada 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 yada. It ends with the battle and Chase, quote unquote, dying. We go 4 years in the future. We get to know more about how the world has changed, or what the world is now. We get the love interest, you know, trying to get over it, having the new boyfriend, yada yada yada. We get to learn about the doctor, and then we get the mech stuff, and then it ends with Chase coming back. 2 episodes at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Not an episode.
Or at least make it a double episode. make it 35
Two-parter.
minutes or something.
It was 32.
It wasn't enough. And it
I'm just saying the DA's like, hey, make it 35. It was pretty darn close to
Hey,
35.
you know what? Those 3 minutes could have helped.
could it.
Wouldn't have hurt. Probably would have hurt.
Probably.
Next
Probably
episode, we get the dude just joking. Oh, I'm back. Blah, 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 blah. Ha. Let's play Siege, everybody. You good? You look like you've seen a ghost. You, dude, it's been 4 years. I was just trying to lighten the mood. You were dead.
Right here, they should have had some flashbacks of him. Do some silent flashbacks of him just like coming to terms with it. Him yelling, him crying, maybe him trying to kill himself. Something right here.
Talk about the struggle of it, as opposed to just, oh, good old Chase, nothing changed.
Because
fine.
this was just like, he literally just went, it's been 4 years, I'm over it.
And you guys should get over it right now. Especially you, my girlfriend.
I know you guys had all you thought I was dead, you mourned me, you forgot about me. It's fine, but I'm back. You can't just come into people's lives like that when you were supposed to be dead.
So he goes
But the
to talk
good
to the
time roll.
girlfriend. She gets mad at him. Understandably.
Understandably.
And he's just like, what's the big deal?
I'm back, baby.
I'm back, baby. Let's start this up again. You know how we do. Let the good times roll.
roll.
After the fight,
So,
we meet the new recruits.
so, Mexican dude,
Mm-hmm.
Miles Luna dude, goes to visit him in his tank.
Oh
with,
yeah,
with his ever-changing accent. Man, by episode like 4, he just drops it. What are you doing? You are a bum.
So,
the Gambit syndrome.
So I'm reading the synopsis right now on Wikipedia, and this is something that I had a question about, but I still have this question. So it says, he lost all of his limbs save for his left arm and has been constantly connected to the life support system. He cannot have his limbs regenerated due to the Union's nanotechnology that attacked him, which ironically also kept him alive. Until they can develop the technology to remove them, he has to stay confined to the tank. Can't you build him robot limbs?
They have a way to remove them because they cut through the cloud.
Well, I think they're like in his bloodstream or something, whatever. But they literally built machinery all around his wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him fucking robot legs.
I feel like it's the support system that would be like his respiratory system and all that.
But you can make that portable. You can let him live out of the tank.
Yeah.
Why does he still have a black eye 4 years later?
So, like in my head, you A, have a robot walking around. B, you have giant fucking robots. C, you can send mental thoughts into robots. Why can't you just make fucking automail a la Full Metal Alchemist where you can send your damn thoughts into tiny robot leg?
We have prosthetics now. This is 50 years in the future.
Mike,
So I'm just like,
are you thinking logically?
Mike, this sounds like 3 or 4 episodes, baby. We gotta
get to 8.
You doing more, we trying to do less.
Season.
How about we just not even address that, huh? Let's just erase
One more
that.
egg.
One
We
more.
need to count how many eggs we have by the end of this, too. I think we're at 4.
You know what? I'm gonna write down 4 eggs.
4.
All right, cool.
So yeah, that whole it's a okay saying him meeting Chase.
Yeah, like, you know, it's a good friendship thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's one of
That's
those
just my only
joking things. Like, hey, you lost weight. You know, just trying to. Yeah, it was a pretty good scene.
Yeah, he was one of the better characters in the entire series. So then we meet the recruits. Hashtag diversity hire.
Except for white dude with one trait of flipping coin and being a white dude.
And blonde hair.
Just the perfect Hitler machine.
This I literally went. This is the Mysterio okie doke. They're not gonna do it. They can't do it because it's way too obvious.
No, we're gonna do it.
No.
They also, in this scene, as they do with every single animated property that they do, Rooster Teeth, they shove in the original line from Red vs. Blue. You ever wonder why we're here? They actually did it twice in this season. That's one of Life's Greatest Mysteries line.
No, dude.
Rooster Teeth people care.
Do they?
I'm sure they do.
Yes.
Do they?
Later.
In reference to Genlock, do they care?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How?
But Mike, you didn't watch this until you were basically forced to via this podcast, and you were
watched
once
the first
upon
2
a
episodes
time
when they came
Rooster
out.
Teeth diehard.
I watched the first 2 episodes when they came out.
I see you ain't
So
go
I
back.
saw this scene. I did not.
You went, you know what? I'm good. I'ma head out, y'all.
The SpongeBob meme. Alright, I'm gonna head out.
If you recall, this came out either during or immediately after Volume 5 of RWBY, so I wasn't, I didn't have a lot of confidence in RT animation.
Understandable. Even though I've only seen the first season and it's just not good. So they get these power suits that just don't come into play again.
Why would they?
They get enhanced jumping abilities and speed and bullet protection, and it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, to use it again.
They never use it again.
Egg number 5.
Okay, so I can understand the gen lock. You have to have a compatible mind. Why doesn't everybody on the base have these suits?
Why don't the military police have them?
Questions that I had.
Dude, legitimately, why is this not the uniform?
Just standard.
Just standard.
6 eggs.
6 eggs. So we go.
The spy literally was there for that and the mech. He was there for both.
Was about to get him.
I think that might be important enough to put on the rest of your. No, okay.
So then a bunch of soldiers burst through. Oh, you didn't think we were gonna find out you were a Union spy? How? How'd they find out?
White guy.
How'd they
Actually,
find
they
out?
didn't even think it was him at first. They targeted her. The I don't know, the Union lady.
Not Russian lady. Where was she from?
Muslim.
She's from the Union.
Hold up.
Remember
I
when
have
they
it
went
on
into
here.
the internet?
that
She had
is.
a hijab on. She was a
Yeah,
Muslim
she might be
lady.
from-
Iranian. She's Iranian.
Iranian.
Ah. So
Ah, she's
Incarcerated
something.
Iranian
oh,
combat
so this is the commentary here. You're trying to think that she's the bad person because she's Iranian, but she's actually really good. Get it together, America.
And target the white guy. They just went up to him like, okay, so what are you? It's like, I'm a white guy. Okay, so gay, trans, gender fluid. No, I'm straight. You got one leg or something? Where nope, both legs. Okay, traitor, got it.
Wait, what?
I also the guy who voices him is a RT employee named Blaine Gibson. Funny guy, like in some of the projects that he does. He directed $1 Million Butt, so he's done some good work for Rooster Teeth. Boy, does he not act well. I like it. Just,
I mean,
the most dry close-up shot I've ever seen.
sounds like a Brock Lesnar delivery.
Was he flexing while he said it too? Like
He was just admiring the suit.
So they figure out he's the spy. There's this big old action sequence. Little Scottish girl hacking into everything.
I like how she had to. Well, I guess the nanobots screwed up the fucking alarm.
Oh yeah.
But, okay,
She had
never
to
mind,
get the
never mind,
alarm
never
back.
Yeah.
Who would have hit the alarm?
As in, like,
Yeah, why would the alarm go off?
to say, hey, something's wrong.
Okay,
Spy,
who hit it?
intruder.
Who hit it?
No one did. He used the nano machines. There's like a panel on the wall that said alarm. It was a touchscreen panel. He sent the nano machines over to it to fuck with it. And then Cammy had to hack into it in order to clear up the computer gunk, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, but then nobody hits it.
She did. The alarm goes off.
No, she's on her computer doing a bit of and it's just like, okay, I got the alarm fixed.
She walks up to the panel and
okay.
directly interfaces with the panel.
I must have missed that part. That's fine, man. So,
Just
alarm
like, Cammy,
goes
make
off.
yourself useful, and she walks up to it.
Everybody, big old action sequence. Kidnap the doctor. Doctor in elevator trying to be funny.
Don't look at me, dude. Okay, so him and Little Rabbit Girl are my favorite characters.
I love Scottish Girl, but she got annoying.
But dude, what else we got? I had to grab onto something character-wise.
Sped dude.
No.
Gotta do. That's me.
I can't.
I think DA knows that it was voiced by Miles Luna, who voices one of his least favorite
I
characters
have
in Ruby.
too
So
much ill will against him.
But you don't do that for like Funimation properties. You don't go, he voiced blah blah. He voiced Jinbei, so I can't like him in this.
Time, once you start becoming the biggest god hero, that's a problem. So even if I did start liking him like episode 5 or 6, then once the base blows up, he's like, I'm the hero. That's like, that's a little too much for just a janitor, and he's making robots, and it's too much.
Okay, I understand. So Ken asks the doctor, says, I want the freaking Genlock. Tries to go into it, then his mind kind of explodes.
also, the nanomachines are apparently like controlled via telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so how do
One
they
question.
get that?
I'm sorry, you go first.
How do they get that?
What, the nanomachines?
Mm-hmm.
His coin was the nanomachines.
No. How do they get that so they personally can control it?
Oh, but it's a great question.
Great
7
question.
eggs.
Badge?
Badge. But it's not like he was waving the badge around. He was just waving his hands.
It's 4 years later.
What was your
Better
comment
badge.
versus?
Oh, okay. What was his plan? If he did get a mech, he ran off with it. His body was still left there.
They just walk up slowly to him and just stab him in the heart.
Exactly.
I'm not even thinking of that. I'm just imagining them just like casually standing over the thing and just like pop, pop. Well, all right, we're done.
Robot just crumples. Go pick it up. It's literally 16 feet from the base.
Chase is just out there like
Just dragging it.
Also, the Union knows that you got to be compatible because they took the other Chase. So why would they send a dude to
Just some dude?
Think of that.
They didn't need to do that.
Why would they just send some dude to try it?
They must have not really liked him, so they knew.
And get that white guy to do it. You got it, Horatio.
Look, we can't fire the dude. It's too much severance pay. Let's just send him on this mission.
White people are the minority now.
What's going to be worse, the life insurance or the severance?
So what is that?
He
10 eggs now?
It's like, wait, the life insurance or the he didn't take the life insurance package.
Oh.
Well, sir, we have a top secret mystery. Wink.
Very important. Here's what you do. Get into the tank. Cause there's four to five other mechs just at the ready to stop him.
11?
Chase can just Genlock into his almost automatically.
He was waiting in front of the blue mech. Like,
What was his plan?
He had no wings yet, so he couldn't fly out of there. What was the plan?
Oh my god.
How many episodes?
3.
5.
6.
You can't just introduce the concept of a traitor, and then kill him in the same episode.
You know what? 3 sounds about right.
Come on.
5.
I'm saying 3 because they could have went, she was the ex-Union person. There could have been information being sent to the Union.
And then the first episode ends with, there's a traitor. Dun dun. But you can't, it's all in one episode. Come on.
We don't even get to establish that there's a traitor. They just bust in. Traitor!
Pulls out their nunchuck lightsaber.
Swiss Army saber.
So
Now,
Daniel
why
Craig.
do they just have guns 50 years in the future? It's so stupid. Not even
like that's like there's fictions out there, sci-fi fiction like Halo and stuff, where they're still it's even farther into the future and they're still using ballistics and stuff. I'm okay with that.
Don't care about other media. You have regular guns and you don't have protection from those regular guns. You give your giant robots giant guns. Not even like laser guns. Nothing. Not even improved guns.
question: why didn't they have a way to shut down the suits they were wearing?
What do you mean?
The 5 recruits, their battle suits. Because they shot at him with guns that did not affect it. So why didn't they have a way to shut that down?
Wouldn't that be a little too
11 eggs.
convenient? Don't you think that they just like, we want a challenge?
Okay.
In case there's a white traitor. Let him, he about to hop in the tank. Look, he about to hop in the tank. They knew this was coming.
Should that just be the title of this episode? White Traitor.
White traitor.
That's all he was. What was his personality? He was a white traitor.
And he liked it. Oh,
What?
so yeah, 3 to 5 episodes. Give or take.
Three sounds about right to me. It's enough for a little mini arc. 5 episodes to me feels like an expansive. You know what? I will take 2 episodes of being the main plot and 3 episodes of being a subplot.
Yeah.
Like
agree
the
with
last 2 episodes are the establishment, not the establishment, but the resolution of who the spy is, fleshing
Also
them out.
getting to
and-
know the team.
Yeah. So
Like to me, it's just like okay, the team gets introduced. They in order to be fully compatible, like get into compatibility shape, they have to actually go through a little bit of just normal fucking military training, like hand to hand, what have you. Trader guy, since he has military training, he's helping everybody. He's getting to know everybody. He's getting in their good graces. People are letting their guard down around him. And then they get the suits. And then as they're doing that, they're figuring things out. And maybe you're sprinkling in a little bit more information about the Union, what have you. Competency.
What was the plan if he didn't get found out? Because eventually they have to go in the tank.
Was that even the original plan? Was he supposed to go in the tank, or did he just assume he could get away in that?
I like to think too, because how in the next episode they're like, all right, who went first? He would have obviously wanted to go first, because then he could just fucking run away.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, all right, here we go. Oh! Like, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah, what was the plan? This doesn't work.
What was the plan?
And it wasn't to send information of where they are. Because we established the very next episode, they know where they are at all times, anytime they use Genlock. What was the plan?
Yeah.
Why was there a spy?
We are 2 episodes in.
We should be 5 to 7 in.
We should.
Episode 3, they talk about moving the whole program.
Actually, I want to even point that out comparing 2 Rooster Teeth shows.
Mhm.
So, Ruby Volume 6. Those of us who've watched it here have said best season of Ruby. I paid $30 to DA because it was the best season of Ruby.
Cha-ching.
They literally had just a 3 to 4 episode little subplot where they were on a fucking farm.
And that's all
It really didn't have it like had some stuff about characters and things here and there, a little bit of things here and there, introduced a cool new type of sub-villain Grimm, and then they moved on. It had no story relevance whatsoever for the most part.
But that's the benefit of them knowing that they can take their time. This is just, I don't know why. What 8 episodes is such a strange number. 25 to 30 minutes is such a weird one, especially when Ruby is between 12 to 20, and they fluctuate all the time. The past episode with Salem, that was like 20, 22 minutes. And then it dropped down to like 12 minutes the next episode. But these are consistently 25 to 30 minutes, and they just do nothing with this time, and they also just try to do everything.
They got to move the program.
There's a James Bond video game that was that. Everything and nothing.
Dude, everything and nothing.
Continue.
So they're moving the program because Union can find them. None of the recruits wants to be a recruit anymore because the dude next to us just died. Y'all didn't know there was a spy in here. We leaving. Until
obviously that's fantastic.
Everybody has
I'd be the same way.
Everybody has doubts, and then it's just like, stop the doubts. One of y'all get in there. Fine. Oh, we all want to get in now.
This was like the first 6 minutes of the episode.
Then they're all having fun, playing tag and baseball in the mechs, and then it's just like, enough of that. Time for some training. They start doing the training. Okay.
Chase also sees Miranda and other dude.
Oh yeah, and zooms in on them and
creepy
stuff. Zooms in on them, listens to their conversation.
Hey, we dating.
You want to tell him or should I?
Hey, isn't he around here in a highly advanced mech suit?
Hey, Chase, I'm cucking you.
Hey, can't he be?
You hear me?
Dude,
what you gonna do about it, tech boy?
Isn't his mind
oh shit!
All the base? So while they're sleeping together, he's just like, oh man.
What if at one point, like, Miranda's in her bunk sleeping, she just opens her eyes and Ghost chases her. He's like,
it's a dream.
Were you in my bed last night? No, I was recording everything. Nothing ever appeared on screen. You're recording me?
You have a lovely singing voice.
Like, no,
sing only in the shower.
I mean, from the past when we used to shower together, we never shower. So they start their training. Okay, the recruits. Some of them come from military. Why do they have to be told use the structures to hide? Dude, what's
PG?
Are you thinking
12?
Logically?
That's 12.
12 eggs.
Why do you need to be told that? Me as a regular non-military bum knows coverage.
They just run straight at them. It's just like, oh, you can use the cover. Huh? We can?
That's an option?
The best part was the first one to actually just run straight at them was the purple-haired chick, where she was like,
I've spent my whole life fighting!
Exactly! What are we doing?
Let's see. We have the training. sneaky girl gets close because she sneaks on a truck, and then they all fail. And then Chase is like, "Hey, check this shit out,"
Time to show
And he
off.
and he just does it because reasons. You guys might cut out again.
Check this out, and they start walking.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
And then the refugee ship shows up, and the doctor, admittedly, just guilt trips them into this war project.
it's like it's got to be their choice. Yeah, but you sent them where all these hurt people are coming from. Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice. After he gives that whole speech about just don't numb yourself to the pain. Don't make this normal.
See, at the very least, he's got that where he's morally ambiguous. He's got some funny stuff, some joking stuff. Tell me everything you can about Muslim girl.
She's a Muslim. She's a girl.
She likes Chase.
She was formerly in the Union.
She has a yellow mech.
Because of what she
With
did,
wings.
her parents got killed.
These are all personality traits.
You just said tell me anything, and I'm telling you many things. I've told you 5 things, which is just like me. I've told you 0.2 things. How many episodes?
I'd say 2.
I was going to.
2 is good.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Training like this should be, especially they just go hop in there and they just hop in there and they're just auto gen like compatible. You could have just like my head is splitting or something. I can't do this for too long, and then you build up to them being in the robots for a while.
And then half the episode is about them doubting even wanting to be in the program again, and then the other half is, oh, okay, let's do this, and it's the Genlock stuff of my head hurting, and then they have their fun in the next episode, and then the training as well as the bodies everywhere. So yeah, 2 episodes make sense. So we learn about what uptime is, that there's a limit. For what reason?
Mind melding's a
So
thing too,
dumb.
apparently.
Did we learn that in episode 4? Let's see.
Oh wait, mind melding? I don't
Yeah.
think we learned that in
So agreed to
episode
continue
4
the
yet.
program. Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
No.
never mind.
So Chase talks to the ex again, and this is the one where it's real flirty, and it's just like, oh, maybe we could try again some other time. How dare? What's the future in that, Miranda?
What's the best case scenario?
A better role in the show.
More than freaking 8 lines.
They got Dakota Fanning for this?
Why? Why did she agree to this?
Because, it was
paycheck.
probably a differently pitched show to her. Or at least it was like 17 episodes as opposed to 8. And it was more for
I'm
her
about
to
to
do.
say, because once you get that script and it's legit like 2 pages of dialogue, you go, I'm second build? Yes.
So, the whole flirty thing. The little one starts talking about how it feels weird in the mech. So that establishes what she's gonna do later on.
Yeah,
What's her rabbit fixation?
Miles Luna's character says like, "Hey, here's like stuff that you can do. By the way, I'll get in a lot of trouble if this gets out that I did this." Egg number 13.
Why would he get in trouble when they're the program?
Egg number 13. That's why.
It's...
So
what are they doing?
everybody's getting kind of stir crazy. They're just sitting around like, we need to have some fun. We need some downtime. We need to get out the base, but they can't. So they go to the Hollow World. And, you know, everybody has their avatars. They're changing clothes.
Look, they're pirates. That's fun. These are characters.
The Russian lady is a dude in there. And it's just like, oh, what's going on there? Oh, you know, gender fluid.
What's that 50 years in the future? It's accepted nowadays. Does it go out of fashion and come back, or what happened there?
Apparently it's so much easier too. Since they're talking about they can fucking regrow limbs, I'm assuming you could just switch your stuff pretty damn easily 50 years in the future.
And it's just the worst thing where they just literally turn to the camera and just start expositing. Just no subtlety, no, it doesn't inform her character or anything. It really doesn't come back. She's just sort of a dude in the ether when they're mind melting. It's just this thing that happens, and it's just nothing. And I hate it.
I think this is why they wanted that. They thought they were going to get that Emmy nod. Is because the series is so inclusive to all persons. It's just like, oh, this is so revolutionary and groundbreaking. And
look at this diverse team. You got the black dude and the Muslim lady. Hey, I'm a white guy. Where am I? Get in that tank.
No, the answer to that, hey, I'm the white guy. Where am I? Ah!
Hey, but like two legit white dudes in this show. One of them's David Tennant and the other's a traitor.
And both are dead.
English, so it's still like, he's not American, he's English, so it makes it okay.
So that lasts all of 2 minutes before they just go, all right, forcibly kicked out.
Oh, this is getting a little expensive. Let's
Because it was stated earlier in the episode, too, in the talk with Miranda and Chase, that, hey, your team needs to work on communication. And that was kind of what led to them going to the ether.
Yeah, because in the beginning, they weren't doing well as a team. So it's just like, you guys need to work on it. And this was supposed to be the team building stuff. And it lasts all of 2 minutes. And then it's just like, forcibly removed so we could go to this Union attack.
And the Asian dude is treated like an alien for asking questions.
For trying to learn.
Speaking of which, I didn't mention this. I hate the whole he's speaking in Japanese thing and they all just got this universal translator. Why isn't it being translated to us, the audience? Other than just in subtitles.
The anime fans.
Why isn't the Russian lady speaking in Russian? She's speaking in English, but with a Russian accent.
The anime fans. Actually, you know what? Egg 14. There we go.
So, they start the attack. They try to fight it off. The little Scottish girl gets PTSD from this because she gets surrounded by the nanotechs.
When they were training, she's shooting and shooting. She's like, I'm not good.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I'm reading the fucking description. I don't remember this at all.
You don't? Or this part you're about to read?
Unbeknownst to Chase, his sister, Driana, who he assumed was lost in New York, is also in the ether, and she spots him just before it shuts down.
Yeah. Her avatar, her pop idol avatar was in the ether. I said this earlier.
Yeah, he did.
I completely... I missed it in the show, and I missed you saying.
All right.
Double miss.
Yep.
But yeah, while they're training, she's shooting a gun, and they're just like... And she goes quite clearly... I'm not good with guns. Give me some tech. This something like, no, shoot the gun. Shoot it. And then when push comes to shove, she gets her head ripped off.
And, oh, wait. They do mind sharing this one. We don't learn about it. They just do it.
Yeah, you know what? You are correct.
Oh yeah, was this the one where Russian lady was or Muslim lady was like, "Hey, we finally mind melded," and they were like, "You never did this with Chase," and she went, "Grrr."
I think that was the
yeah.
Oh, yep. You're correct. And you can burn through your uptime. Shouldn't it just
If you're stressed, I think.
in battle you're stressed?
But here's the thing. They have sliders that can affect their personality, including their confidence. So they can just go confidence up, fear down.
That's next episode.
And then even further expanding on that, in episode 8, they all hit the downtime at the same time.
Spread out your... Why would you all go into the battle at the same time? Coverage!
No. It's not even that.
So they're all equally stressed.
Yes, they're all equally stressed
Or
throughout.
not stressed. They all going through the equal level of emotion.
Yes.
Their mental capacities are all the same.
Shouldn't
guess.
Chase be even more stressed than everybody else? Shouldn't he have been the first one to be like,
Why doesn't he have more uptime if he's been in there for the longest? Does he have the same, or is it just a hard robo time where it's just like the robot can only take this much, the tank can only take this much? But even still, you've been in there for so long, you should have built up a resistance somehow. Doing anything in your life builds up a resistance. Eating chocolate, smoking cigarettes, drinking caffeine, running, it all builds up a resistance.
I feel like you asked 4 questions there, so I'm bumping us up to 19 eggs.
No! How about answers?
we're on episode 4. How are there 19 eggs? How many episodes should this have been?
No answers, just eggs.
Just eggs.
So, well, we like they
no
go,
eggs. What do you mean?
We don't even got eggs.
So they go to the data center. Seemingly, no one's there. We meet Termamech. Rips Cammy's head off.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I forgot. About
Screams
that.
bloody murder. They manage to shoo him away, and then
His name
they do
is
the mind meld.
Nemesis.
Yeah, it's a good
Apparently.
name.
I will say too, like of characters that I liked, I enjoyed Cammy. I enjoyed Maisie
Yes.
Williams' performance in this.
Yes, I really liked her. I hated her 2 episode arc.
2 episodes.
It was the inciting incident and then the resolution.
Okay.
I'm counting 2 episodes.
Yeah, it happened over the course of 2 episodes. The runtime was like 6 minutes.
I was literally about to say that.
You can't. It happened in the final 2 minutes and the first 4 of the next one. You stop with this 2 episode arc.
How many episodes?
I'm going at least 3.
So they continue training, saying they have to work on team.
Inside the Ether should have
Work
been
on team. That should have been an entire episode.
Inside the Ether should have been an
one
entire
episode.
Inside the Ether should have been an entire let's have fun, let's see what's going on, let's establish our characters, let's build a team episode.
Build the world.
Yes. That should have been a whole episode. That's 2
And
at
then the
least.
attack.
And then the final fight should have been 3. 3 episodes at the very least.
I agree.
Me too.
This is offensive.
Dude, we're on episode 4. We're at like 10 episodes of Genlock.
Oh, we're past that.
We're way past that.
Impossible.
We're at 10 to 12.
Episode 5. Little Scottish girl,
this-
PTSD. They're going into training. She slides all that bush down.
It's the worst. You can actively at any point in time do or undo character development. Why is the military allowing them to mod themselves? Why did they just go, yo, disable that? Because what if somebody gets shocked in the head and then they just go, oh, fear is at 1,000,000 and confidence is at 0? You can't. Can Doctor just go, okay, let's just remod that? Why is she allowed to do that herself? Why at any given time can she just go, I'm a different character 100% just because I slid a panel? That's not character development. That's not anything. That's one of the worst things in this entire show.
What you just said there is what that should have been about to a T. Like, I am okay with stuff, especially like future technology and what have you, asking the questions of like, oh, can you mod yourself?
Absolutely.
What would that do to you? Like, I'm a big fan. I've said this on our regular podcast of stuff multiple times. I am a fan of fictions that ask the age-old question of what does it mean to be human.
Sure, and have it do it
plays
well.
into that.
Here's the thing. I think they did it well enough in this, but they didn't spend enough time on it. Because if you think about it, she loses who she is, and she's like, "This isn't." It should have been like, "This isn't who I am.
Mm-hmm.
This was not. This isn't going to be good every battle. I can end up hurting my friend, or I can end up hurting myself." So then you reestablish who you are as a person.
But this was brought up out of nowhere.
Yes,
it is an incredibly stupid concept.
I don't know if it's a stupid concept.
I don't think the concept's stupid. I just think the execution was utter dog shit.
I think here's what would have made it better. She's the only one that she can do that because she's a tech girl and
So
she's
she
standing up
modded
all
her
night.
mech.
So she modded herself, and they're just like, "What did you do to yourself?"
Or
you're
she got
making
past
yourself
those safety features.
Yes, you're making yourself less Genlock compatible by doing this. Your mind completely changed. What happened?
You're burning through your downtime. Or your
Anything
uptime.
other than her just going, you know what? I'm not gonna be scared anymore. Zip! Out of nowhere, and it's never brought up again.
It is.
It is.
Episode 8. All the either Nemesis or all the mechs are coming to the base, and she's like, "Guys, I don't even have my fear slider down."
Okay. A sentence.
Huh.
You know
We
what?
don't have
That's
to add
a
an egg.
sentence.
Hey, it brought it back.
We don't.
What?
We don't have to add an egg.
Yeah, no,
It was mentioned one additional time.
That's all I need. What you need? Hey, we in there.
It's the only criteria we have for eggs right now.
They established something and then they brought it back. That's all I need.
That's all we need.
It's
I
mentioned
still hate it.
twice.
Oh,
That's how low the bar is.
absolutely
I
hate it.
still hate it.
So after that whole psychotic break, it's just like, oh, get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Next mission, everybody. But
Slide this down. Out on the back. Get out there.
here's some new toys too. Yep. Just,
Here's your upgraded
Hey,
robots for free. Raw.
Buy the toy.
so then,
Make the toy. How about y'all get to that point first?
they're at there. They see that there's human captives. I guess the smart people that they captured, or
Yeah,
know.
intellectuals.
yeah, the intellectuals they had captured.
Asian dudes voiced by ProZD.
Mm-hmm. Isn't this where we get the creator, his character?
The what?
Who?
Genlock. Greg.
Yeah, Gray.
He was sprinkled in through various episodes.
I think
Like
this is
during
the
the
first
training
episode we see
episode
him.
where they are doing the initial training exercise.
Mhm.
He's the one who explains the training exercise. He's one of the Strider pilots.
Oh, he's one of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we get the scientist that's in love with Kami or Cammy or whatever, however you say her name.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say Kami? Oh, One Piece. So we get that. This actually, I really like the chase sequence in this.
Yeah.
When she's on the back of the truck, and I really like that chase sequence. Didn't they mind share here?
Yes. Well, when Nemesis showed up,
Mm-hmm.
Cammy and Russian.
Just do it all the
Boy,
time.
girl.
And you could just do it. You could just do it raw, and then you just auto way better. You're just doing stuff that you shouldn't be able to do. You're grabbing each other in the ether, and you're swinging each other around, and the robots are mimicking just it being swung around. just completely. It's the mind again. The mind melding comes out of nowhere. Dumb concept saves the day at the end.
So Miranda's there, and she recognizes Chase's voice.
I also don't think this is a dumb concept, though. I'd like to me, this show has concepts that are just poorly fucking executed. So, like, in the instance for and for me, like, the mind melding would be great for, it's like Cammy, who has no military experience, and if this had a very bad drawback where it's just like, you do this for like 10 seconds and all of your uptime is basically gone.
Yeah, it is like a last resort thing.
Okay, exactly. So, like, she mind melds with someone with military experience to pull off some maneuver that she is not trained for, she doesn't know how to fucking do.
Okay, that's fine. But when they're just fighting and this dude has a sword and this dude has a rifle, how do you incorporate both of those?
Because then you have the best of both. You can have the melee stuff. Because you could be a mid-range now. You could cover trying to get closer with the rifle. And then once you get closer, you're good with the... The thing is, why are they so much better? Like, you go from Kazu just swinging with his sword to doing all this ballerina just because he mind melded? It's just dude, come on now.
But again, they're supposed to be working in tandem.
In tandem, yes.
How do you work in tandem with a sword and a rifle when one person has a sword and the other person has a rifle? You would have to back up and then go, you shoot, I slash. And then you're not working in tandem anymore.
Not necessarily.
Unless you're swinging each other around.
I view it very similar to, like, the 6 Paths of Pain in Naruto. Or since they all know what each other is doing, they can, and they're all talking to each other via mental stuff, that they can act in synchronicity and better plan out their strikes.
Sure, but what we see of the synchronizing in the mind is a lot of dancing and swinging around.
Yeah,
yeah, no,
it's not that. I can agree with you.
What he's saying is the concept of mindshare is, well, if it's just like, this is your strength, so I'm gonna use that.
And I'm gonna cover your weakness.
Yes.
But we're not showing any of it.
No, that's what he's saying. Nope. That's what it should have been.
Exactly.
The concept is fine, but the execution is because the execution is a lot of dancing. So you're both on the same page.
Exactly.
I would
sucks. Yeah, it does.
Exactly.
I would have rather not have it.
I would have been fine with it if
like,
they trained it.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is like a lot of generic sci-fi concepts that have been done better in other shit.
How could it be done
Which
worse?
is really this whole damn
Because
series.
at the end you got 5-person mind meld, and how does that work?
That would have been perfect to just be like, this has never been attempted. But it's just like, let's do it, guys!
Or at the very least, just Power Rangers it, and they all combine or something. You get an arm from this dude, and you get a leg from this chick, and then you're just like, okay, I'm a kick while you're punching.
That's 100% what I thought the end was going to be. Because they're all in the colors that they're supposed to be, like
so
Power Rangers.
You can see that, okay, this purple one got an orange leg, so that was that leg. But
I
no,
100% thought it was going to be like a mashing of the Rangers.
They're all just better when they mind
just
meld.
better.
And
so
then
why
when
not?
it's 5 people, that's even betterer.
So legitimately, why even just not do this at all times? If there's a season 2, why isn't it just gonna be like 5-person mind meld at all times?
Wipe out the enemy instantly, and then just go back to down time, whatever.
I mean, it's almost like asking like the Power Rangers, why don't you just start with the Zord? Stop.
Because it's a lot of collateral damage.
Seems to not be an issue when they still fight his fucking Zord.
Okay, because at that point, there's no choice but to have collateral damage. You have to grow. You're not beating this dude as the tiny Rangers. You gotta go into your Zords and fight.
I feel like stomping on one street versus all the buildings that get destroyed in the Battle of the
when you
Swords.
think about it, if they can make a 200-foot robot, they can make a 25-foot robot. And even that's enough for this big dumb pig monster. This normal sized pig monster.
Okay, but Power Rangers isn't nominating itself for Emmys.
You, sir, are correct. And you know what? They don't. You know what? They also don't have fucking eggs.
0 eggs. What are we at? 19 eggs?
Yes.
We may have added one or two.
I don't think we had questions for this episode.
Okay. Well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, it is answered later in the series. So at the end of this episode, the Nemesis comes back.
Mm-hmm.
The Nemesis sees Miranda and then sees Chase's mech, and then it talks. Could you guys tell that it was Michael B. Jordan through the heavy fucking filtering?
Yeah. 1, no. 2, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
I like
Exactly.
the skipping.
I like the skipping, but I couldn't understand what he was saying.
I
There's
could.
just too much filtering.
80% of his dialogue is like the initial
Bane.
filter of Bane, which is like,
Yeah. I actually turned on the closed captioning and rewatched what he said because I couldn't fucking understand what he said.
not a bit of it.
I had no idea.
How many episodes?
So like I knew about the twist before the episode, so I'm like, oh, this
too.
must have been the thing.
So did I.
So
Because I didn't look up anything Genlock, but I knew about it.
I think that was when I was ranting about it. I said it.
No.
No, I didn't.
so they start with the Cammy thing should have been 1 to 2 episodes.
Absolutely.
4
Easily.
episodes. This one should have been.
Yes.
You don't just 6 minutes PTSD.
One episode should have been heavy into it. The first episode after should have been heavy into it, and then it should have been a subplot throughout the next 3 episodes.
Even Ruby gave Yeg's PTSD a whole volume.
Absolutely. Just have her like in the background just muttering to herself. She's like stabbing steak really aggressively, and they're like, "Are you okay?" Like, of course I'm okay.
Not gonna get me.
Not you don't.
You don't resolve it in 6 minutes. So yeah.
And then you could even address like other like quirks with the team. How I think Yaz is the Russian lady, right?
Whatever.
Yaz, like, why are you always so far back? Like, why aren't you up there with us and just addressing that shit? Maybe get the Japanese guy to speak fucking English for an episode. I don't know.
Show them building the robots.
I would
Yes.
have loved if the Japanese dude said "F-" at the end or something.
Yeah.
Just be like, "Hey,
Yes.
Cammy, I'm with you. This is the word I learned from you."
Fuck you.
Oh yes.
But with the robots, it's just go. Here's a sword. Here's lasers. Show them training. This should have legit been 4 episodes.
You know what? Yeah, the training with the new stuff. I can see a montage for that because they already are in there, so I can see a montage with that.
We'll just have them do. I guess this was still like missions are more important, so leave it to the mission until I really show them off.
Okay, but
Yeah, so I think are we at like 5 episodes?
We're at 4 at least.
a sword is one thing to train with.
Yeah.
But you gotta change your entire battle plan when you got wings.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
A rifle, you know how to use a rifle. That's
Oh,
no
actually,
big
no. That's another point about the whole mech thing of like not sharing the technology. So, like, you know, at the end, what's his face? The Japanese dude doesn't get wings. Give everybody that fucking eye lasers. Everyone.
and hey, a sword is just a hunk of metal. Give him a sword.
Give him that, or combine the fucking laser eyes with the sword. The dude, we know Greylock's fucking Gundam. They had laser swords.
They did. They really did.
They really just wanted to make them all unique.
I told you. This
How
is
about
one of
this?
the
Oh, this
points.
would have been perfect. after the last episode where they mind shared to do all that stuff, be like, okay, we see this mind share thing works. Let's all teach each other how to use our stuff. So when we mind
Scottish girl starts speaking Japanese every now and then, and goes, what? Why do I know that?
And have this at this point we start introducing. All right, Chase, your turn. No.
Yes.
Like introduce his reluctancy to mind meld.
Or just go, oh, I got something to do.
The doctor's calling me.
Somebody's tapping on my tank. Oh, I sprung a link. Gotta go.
Anything.
That's just multiple things are going in my head for that statement.
So yeah, 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
I'm done with 4.
I have 5. If we're introducing the mind meld training, I have 5.
Oh yeah, with the mind meld. Okay, so what are the 5? We have her freaking
Cammy,
PTSD.
To me, it's like you have 3 episodes of addressing Cammy's issues and addressing any of the other characters' issues.
The breakdown of the characters.
Yes.
Sure.
And
have Muslim lady going,
stuff
I don't
that's
want
been
my head
showing
ripped
through
off.
the different stuff that's been showing through the battles, what have you, just like and addressing their problems as a team and them doing their own things. An episode on mind melding.
And the person that mind share with Cammy, give them PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Or some type of fear or something.
Have it be the Japanese dude and like, oh crap, we could all end up like Chase. And then Chase like, what's wrong with me?
And then as you're you're building upon, and maybe in these few episodes it's like, I'm not mind melding. And then in the last episode, we find out that evil Chase exists. And it adds weight to him not wanting to mind meld.
That could happen. That could be me.
You know what we're describing? That episode of Young Justice after like the failed mental virtual training mission or whatever, and it made everybody like screwed up in the head, and they all had to go therapy one at a time.
Yep, I remember that.
Great show.
And that's another thing. The doctor gives her a 20-second therapy session.
Yeah.
And then we're done with that.
And this is the problem with the show. Is this a mecha action show or is this like a character drama? You're not doing enough of either.
It's trying to do both, but it just doesn't allow itself the time to develop into either.
Time is such a big issue here.
Okay, we're at 5 episodes. I'm with you.
It's a good looking show. It doesn't need to be this good looking. Bring that budget down a little bit per episode and just add more episodes. We don't need David Tennant. That had to be a cool couple meal.
That had to be, obviously, yeah.
Put that towards the budget.
Nah.
You got Monica Rial. Her base anime per hour is like 75 to 100 in Texas. Give her or somebody like her $300 and they smiling and they happy.
Nah. You need that $1 million for the Emmy.
You need
This is our Emmy money.
We're not gonna get the Emmy without David Tennant.
Y'all ain't get him with it.
All right,
Episode
so
6.
5 episodes for episode 5.
Episode 6.
This is
so
the
close.
episode that I was just like, whoa, there should have been like 8 episodes in between.
Whoa, what happened? Wait. Did I miss an episode?
Yes, that's what I thought. That's what I legitimately thought.
So, basically everyone learns that Nemesis is Chase. Well, the Vanguard does, the people that he used to be with. They learn that Chase, it sounds like Chase. And Miranda is all mad about it. Like, are you even my Chase? And just, no.
That dude died 4 years ago. You mourned him and you moved on.
This is
said this.
Literally the ghost of the man you love. So Chase confronts the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, all this happened."
Yeah, word. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
we knew.
Yep.
So, yep. So what happened was there was an original you. He got captured. We had a copy, and we just got rid of all that bad stuff. And
I want to be
no more
specific.
copies.
Your original mind, we backed up your mind. Your original mind got trapped on the original mech, and we put your cloned mind into your body. It's like all about the brain and mind and whatever.
And then we said no more mind copies. Sure thing. Oh, Chase gets over that real quick.
Why?
Moving on.
You wanted to say why,
You think that they would have,
and
have
because
some
I
sort
knew you wanted to. Because I knew you wanted to say why, we're at 21 eggs, motherfucker.
they should have an auto shutdown in case of this. Just have the doctor be all sneaky about it, just like, yeah, just put it in. Like that's unethical.
Or,
what if somebody comes in and presses it by mistake? Put it in. We're gonna need it later. What if he goes rogue? What if he gets stuck in there and just goes crazy? This is an experimental genlock thing. We don't know the long-term repercussions of this. Put it in. Put an auto shutdown, or at least a 5-minute shutdown.
Or, like, have a self-destruct feature, since this is experimental, advanced tech that you don't want the enemy to find out or use, and you also have a character who has shown a propendency for self-sacrifice. I'm pretty sure he would have been like, "Yep, I'm gonna blow myself up so you don't get this shit. Peace out, bitches." And he would have blown himself
He'd
up.
have been fine with it. Oh, I can take like 5 of y'all out with me? Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he auto shut down Scottish girl when she goes crazy?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because it was that
Because
reset.
I think they had talked about that there's a range limit. And that's the reason that they fly out to the battlefields was so they could do that.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
They didn't do that with Chase originally, and that's why that mind got trapped, because they couldn't send the mind back.
Anyways.
You don't want to ask why?
Union attack. Another Union attack. What is this?
Another one.
3 episodes in a row? Maybe 4? Nemesis again. And now he has his motivation. I hate this. Once the villain is unmasked, they're just like, I've always been this person.
Yeah.
So now he just walks up to the base, kill the copy.
Now, I'll say this. When he was walking up, I liked his line of him just going, hello, goodbye.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was a good line.
So,
But this is what I always complain about. I'm you, but better. But this is
Better.
I'm literally you. I hate this so much, especially when he shows up and he's all twisted and he's in all black and he's got the red eyes and Chases in the blue and the white and he's all, oh man. This evil Chase in a big better mech, that's some season 2, 3 crap right there. Explain who the Union is. Give a lower level villain, and then you don't go Avengers 1 Thanos. That's all this is. This is Avengers 1, 2, and 3 all mushed into one anime. If it was all one movie, it's just like, oh crap. Oh, here comes. Just rapid fire problems that need to be solved, that need to be expanded upon, that they just ain't.
Mm-hmm.
So, this was a big old shoot, bang, bang. Let's shoot, bang.
More mind melding.
More mind sharing and stuff. More shooting, more banging.
Chase saying, no, I don't want to mind meld.
Yep. With
Actually, saying it. Like before, it was just implied when Cammy got her head ripped off, and then this is the first time he said, "No, I don't want to."
And then he also says, "Now it's not
2/3 of
time."
the way through this season.
Doctor dies. There's all this, you guys go ahead, blah blah blah. They take Chase's body.
He sends the droid with him.
Mm-hmm. Gives him the Omega Protocol, whatever the crap that is. We learn.
I think it's just
the next episode.
Yeah, no time for mysteries.
No time for mysteries.
Omega Protocol.
Yeah, no time for mysteries. All the Union soldiers, they get into the lab. They're about to take the Weller, and he says, nope. He blows himself up, blows them up. And then everybody runs away. Oh, wait, no. There's a little bit more.
They use the giant fucking cannon that is the base that it just needs to be charged for dramatic effect. Only reason.
And then, as they're running away, the base gets hit with a bunch of nanomachines.
Yes.
And that's it.
No important character is lost. I find it weird how
we don't know at that point.
We don't know.
Weller was lost.
We think everybody's dead.
I find it weird that we've mentioned Monica Rial's commander character like once. She's such a non-entity.
Yeah,
she really is.
And it sucks because I like Monica.
Her character is shown to be
job.
voicing. She does fine. Her character is shown to be grossly incompetent.
Very.
It's almost like she's a white dude.
No, actually, I think she's Puerto Rican because she had a bunch of her office.
We're just saying that she should have been a white dude in this series.
Right.
They are all but one of them are nothing, and we will get to him.
Will we? So, how many episodes?
3?
One episode to at least address like
the Nemesis thing.
The Nemesis thing.
No, I think you could do an exposition dump in the middle of an episode. I don't think you need an entire episode dedicated to that.
I don't know, because to me, you could have it be in the explanation of talking about Nemesis. It's a flashback episode.
I can see a flashback.
And you could also show him more like, what happened? I was just in the battle, and him sort of like piecing together memories, like him maybe getting a little bit of the evil one's memories coming to him.
I'm still not quite agreeing with the
It's like we're siblings, guys.
Like we're mind melding.
I understand what you guys are saying. I'm still not agreeing with the full episode. I think this could be a half episode.
I think a combination with the flashback.
Okay. But then I'm feeling like the battle should have been 2 episodes.
I agree with that.
I feel like this should have been collectively 2 episodes. 2.5. 3.
I think 3. I think 3.
Let's go 3.
All right, let's see. I'm keeping track here as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're at the final 2. This one is just... So when you mind share, you just get all the memories, all the skills. Kazu earlier had been playing guitar. So now Russian lady can play guitar and talks about learning it on a rooftop in Japan. Because I got your memories. What are we doing?
They for about 3 sentences address like how fucked up that is, and then move on.
Learning everything about each other? Do you really want that? Even the stuff you need hidden? Well, I'm a 17-year-old girl. I don't care.
We don't care either now. Sweep.
Dude, what are we doing?
It's and that's the problem with Mindshare. This is so not explained, so that just comes out of nowhere, and as well as the ramifications, as well as everyone getting over it in a scene. Beginning and we're over it.
Everybody's being generous here. That was at 16th of a scene. Let's be real. It wasn't that. I would have been somewhat okay if it was like a actual dedicated scene.
5 minutes, you got musical stings. Nope. It's just you play guitar? Yeah, I learned it. Ugh.
Literally not even a full scene. It really isn't.
Dude, the mind sharing ramifications, that's gonna be a whole episode. Just no off rip, I'm saying that's an entire episode. So we get that whole thing. Quick little scene. They figure out that going into Genlock, you heard over there, Jimmy? Just going. We learned that going into Genlock is what allows Nemesis to find them because they share the same network. I don't know why they wouldn't shut down that portion of the network to cut him off. The doctor didn't do that, but whatever. Who cares? Why is there one network?
For the mind melding, of course.
I mean, when you're 2 feet from the person, you don't need.
Wait. If the distance from the episode where the girl gets her head ripped off, why isn't the distance a thing with Nemesis and Chase? Like,
I believe
Nemesis
has
from him?
4 eggs in this one conversation, the 16th of a conversation.
Someone's not now.
You're right. Because then Chase talks to him. And again, and this is another thing. Why does Chase need to speak out loud at the end, in the final episode? Why does he need to speak out loud for Nemesis to hear him? Because he's not speaking in the G-Lock network or the ether. He's just out loud saying, hey, how would you like me being in your head?
25?
25.
25.
25 eggs?
Yes! In this 8-episode series!
So, after that, everyone's just like, there's nothing for us to do. What's the plan? Some people are talking about giving up because there's nothing left. Chase mentions that the doctor's dead, which wakes up Caliban the robot, who says...
the Omega Protocol.
The Omega Protocol. Chase, give me your password. Let the good times roll. Bring it back. Bring it back. We in there.
That's not an egg.
So then there's this whole speech. The doctor gives a speech. He talks about what the further of Genlock was supposed to be. There's a hologram of him. He gives a speech. He talks about how important the crew is. Let me tell you why I hated this scene. When did he record this? Because he doesn't mention anybody by name. He said, you guys are the recruits. You don't know how special you are to me and how much you mean to me. But he doesn't mention anybody by name. Which means this seems like a nameless, faceless, I'm gonna die, here's a recording. He recorded that like 20 years ago.
What if it was like, especially you, Hammy. The robot just shows in the names.
So, when was this recorded? This speech means nothing because he doesn't go, Chase, you were like such and such. Kazu, you gotta do this. Cammy, you're one of the most brilliant minds. Just goes, you recruits are all collective are great. None of you have flaws.
What if he did have all the names and then he included the traitors? It was like, on their collars.
You don't know how good it was to have another white good guy here.
Jason, you truly were the best of us. You're the leader now. Maybe fast forward through this. And just fast forward for like an hour and Jason, another thing.
You were like a son to me.
Nothing like Chase.
That
Fast forwarding, he's like crying on the desk with like a bottle of whiskey, slamming it.
Why don't you love me, Jason?
I gave everything for you.
Oh, this is going places.
I built this program for you.
I wanted to call it Jason Lock. Oh,
I'm gonna die.
and Pace is there too.
He goes through every single name. Chase. Anyways.
So, the Omega Protocol, the robot talks about the secret base, so they're just like, okay, we've got no other plan. Let's go to this secret base. Land down. They meet everybody. The scientists that they say, well, they're cool. Nope, put your guns down. Let's show you everything. They
Rosie's scientist was there, the Cammy fan.
The Cammy fan. They talk to one of the three partners, and then they talk to the other partner. So, no intrigue of who the partners were, or learning more about them. Just like, oh, he's dead. Well, let me show you the other guy. Here's everything we're doing for Genlock in the future, guys. Here's all the stuff you need, guys.
Can you imagine the trader guy just wait? Never mind.
So then Cammy is like, "Oh, I got some upgrades for us. Get it done. Go ahead." So everybody gets
you got all the materials you need right here.
Everybody gets their upgrades. Everyone loves it. Cammy's a little rabbit.
Chase has, an existential crisis of, is he the real one, or can he be considered the real one?
Was this episode or the next one?
I'm reading the synopsis right now.
So, yep.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
4. Mind meld, explanation.
Okay, I'm gonna
new robots.
Mind share. New robots doesn't need an episode. That could be a montage of building it and then just like. But they probably need the training. Okay.
Plus training.
So
her going up to people and going, "What is your perfect robot?" And him going, "Oh, it needs to be 1,000,000 feet tall and 16 cannons." You're like, I can't do that. Can you scale it down a little bit? Get some interpersonal character stuff.
But you know what? They did establish it with Kazu at least with the manga thing. But here's a good one. Instead of going training with your new stuff, they mind share with her and they learn all the new stuff.
We can't just mind share everything away. It's insanely busted, but it's not the answer to everything.
So here's what I want to do with the mind share. Mind share, one episode. They're having trouble separating each other's memories. Their memories from the person they mind share. So somebody gets PTSD from mind sharing with Cammy. We get and this is. Let's make this a flashback to their past episode, but instead, Val is Cammy, or Cammy is Chase, or
that is a brilliant idea.
Yes, it is.
Really good.
But no,
nah.
3 sentences of, oh man, that could screw us up.
I'm a 17-year-old girl. You want to get in my head?
Get in there. Oh, there was an episode, I think it was episode 6. There was a scene I really hated. when they're talking about their dreams, the weird dreams they're having, where they're actually their mechs, and it's just like, I was naked, but I didn't have, and she like points to her breasts, and it's just like, so y'all can say but y'all can't say titties. Like where's the metric there? So yeah, 4 episodes. I'm with you, DA. That My Mail should have been an episode, and maybe 3 episodes. My Mail should have been an episode.
They went to a whole secret facility.
That should have been an episode.
My big thing too is, I'd say 4 episodes as well. Don't show the mechs.
Don't show them.
Not show
their
mechs.
reactions to them and just, wow, you did a great job, and then cut.
Or or have them in like shadow, but like one part of it flashing in their color. So like the lights of the wings or something.
Now think about it. Did Chase's mech change at all?
Yeah, he got bulkier or something. He got like better wings.
And don't show it in the intro.
Yes.
Yeah, why even hide it if we already know what they look like? Oh, what a reaction. We just seen this for like 8 episodes. Get to it.
We've already established that the intro sucks balls, so this would change in terms of our episode changes.
So, yeah, 3 to 4. We'll go 4. Final episode.
They also did talk to Miles' character again.
Yeah.
To say they're alive. And that's when they find out, oh, everybody's okay.
I thought that was next
Everybody's
episode.
fine.
I thought that was 8.
You are correct. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember watching it, and then it's like, next episode is just like, come in. Oh, it's you.
So everybody's fine. Thumbs up.
So episode starts. Come in. Oh, it's you. It's janitor dude. Everyone's fine.
Literally this first sentence explains why that family was protected. I'm
we taking
guessing
the egg
those
away?
stupid little signals had the chip that made the nanomachines ignore them.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So it says, who reveals Anvil and everyone inside is safe. The late Dr. Weller had figured out Union synthesizers were given a chip that could broadcast a signal to nanotech so that it would not affect them, and manufactured a copy for the Vanguard that was put into effect when the Behemoth Nano
But
attack.
wouldn't former Union member know that?
Egg.
Yeah.
But
We
remove an egg, put an egg there. Equal egg.
So wait, if he
Now, my question is, I'm adding a follow-up question, so we do add that egg. If the Union people knew about it, why the fuck did they not implement that tech sooner? To where when they had a fucking spy in their goddamn base, he flips the coin, the nanomachines just go. Oh. Uh-oh.
So if he had this tech, why wouldn't he implant it in Chase to get those nanomachines out of him?
Are we doing this again?
That counts for 5. That is 5 eggs worth.
Because yeah, the whole reason they couldn't fix him is because of the nanomachines and his wounds and bloodstream. So get that chip in there, and they
Dude,
ignore
at this point, I don't think they cared.
It was convenient it was just convenient, and that was it.
That's all. At this point, they were like no. Chase is gonna get stuck in the gen lock. So that's all that's gonna happen. We have a way for him to no heroic sacrifice. That's what his character's all about.
Except that one time.
That one time.
So everyone's fine. Everyone gets into their mech. They start talking about Nemesis and how they're gonna deal with him. So Chase tries to draw out Nemesis. He does. Dude just comes flying in.
They're attacking Chicago, the Union in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the Vanguard.
So Did they initially fight without mind sharing?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I think everybody else was mind sharing, but again, there's the whole chase thing that was introduced
No,
two
no, no.
episodes prior.
I'm almost certain in the beginning they were just fighting, and then they started.
They may have, yeah, they may have been.
Why? Why don't you see this
Burns
dude
up
flying
uptime.
towards you and you go, what? Did you say it affects uptime?
Yeah, burns up uptime. Apparently,
When did we learn this?
apparently.
What is... Apparently from what? You can't say in this
It
episode.
may have been mentioned when Daz and Cammy first mind shared for the sniping.
No, she burned through it because of her stress.
I would have to go back and look. I'm fairly certain that they mind shared, and they're like, "We can't keep doing this. We're going to burn through our uptime." I'm pretty sure that line was uttered.
Moving on.
Dr. Willer says she's burning through her uptime and needs to download because Cammy's mind is racing.
Not that episode. The following episode, where after the chase scene,
Which they say.
where Cammy is with the car that has the scientists. Nemesis shows up. He
Okay.
puts up a nanotech wall
Let's say you're
in
correct.
front of Cammy again.
Let's just say you're correct, Mike.
Okay.
Why would Chase need to downtime at the same time?
34.
So either it doesn't affect uptime, or it does, but why does Chase need to downtime at the same time?
I am not refuting this at all.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I'm just stating this thing was said.
I'm just saying. I don't know why you yelling at me.
What you mad at me for? I'm just saying the word.
I'm just giving you what little the show gave me.
So very little. So they
He's
mind
giving
share.
you what giving you what the fan base will give you eventually.
And this is where we see, like, why didn't they give this person wings? Why didn't they give this person lasers?
So
Why
they're
does she
all
only get an invisible cloak?
they're all mind sharing. They're all four together. Like, okay, if we mind share all five of us, we can take them down. And it's just like, now y'all need to downtime right now.
And again, why did they not? Why don't you just in
Stagger.
5 minute intervals so you can cover each other's downtime?
When Chase was trying to draw out the guy, why wasn't Chase the only one out there? And then everybody
And
else
then
comes up when he appears.
you make each of the mech reveals a big fucking deal.
Boom.
Nah. Nah. Here they all are. Here they be.
Yep.
So, they all downtime. Chase is like, I'm gonna stay here. I don't really have a body anymore. I don't know if I could ever be fixed. This is who I am now.
No, we have the technology to fix. Go back, quick, go. You don't have to be the hero. Sacrifice. No, he just wanted to be that like that. Like, my girl don't want me no more. I ain't got a penis. Those are his two problems.
Let me just be a
But I could
brain.
have a robo penis.
We have the technology.
I'm sure they do. It's just the
we
sad
can't.
part.
We can't give me a robo penis, but we can give the giant robot a big robo penis.
So they go into their downtime. Chase still fighting Nemesis. Nemesis is like, oh, I'm just gonna kill them. They can't come back. They're not gonna fight me.
Mm-hmm.
Chase just fighting, and then the Vanguard shows up. Or no, the other HoloLens shows up. This heroic sacrifice dude shows up. Was he compatible?
Okay, they're like, hey, I'm in here. We'll explain later.
That's how you tell stories.
So was Doc working on non-compatible people to be compatible?
Miranda, Jody, and Leon, who had earlier learned he was Genlock compatible but too old for the program. ... question mark.
When did he learn this?
It was stated in the episode where they're like, "Why do you have civvies? Why can't it be military trained people?"
Yeah.
It was in the
was like a
tiny
sentence.
exposition dump they gave in episode 2.
That's fine.
Yeah.
At least you're establishing stuff. At least you're getting stuff going.
Why is there an age limit?
He talks about it, the doc. He says that the younger mind is such and such. I don't remember the exact dialogue, but he does talk about it. Dude, it was a lot of jargon. I'm not paying attention to that.
Better than male brains can. So
Yeah. So, he at least attempts to explain it, which I'm fine with. So giant HoloLens comes, their combined strength knocks Nemesis back for the team to get back up. And then it's like, okay, let's all meld. And the guys, no, I can't meld. I'm only a mind now. You weren't 20 seconds ago. You just became this, Julian. Shut up. But I can't meld. What if I become like him? What if you guys are in me and I lose myself and blah, 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 and this and that? No, just do it. You're right. Let's do it.
You don't introduce the problem right here and now. Have him say that earlier, and then just with the doubts and him just going, yo, look at me, I'm fine, playing guitar. Oh, wait, whoops, I guess I'm not fine. And then have those doubts build up. You don't have him do this big impassioned speech and then just go, nah, it's fine. And him just going, okay.
Also, before that happens, there's a point where Chase realizes since he doesn't have to worry about uptime, he can just boost all of his player stats to the max. His power is maximum, and he just overclocks his Holon.
Which is just another problem.
he is the biggest and the strongest.
The biggest and him big strong. Revisited is the greatest. I don't care. I don't care. I will do this for 40 years. I don't care. So yeah, everybody mind melds together. Giant friendship beam. And Chase, Nemesis is on the ground. Chase walks up to him, sword in hand, ready to stab him.
Krillin style.
And then it's like holding him. What am I supposed to do? And then Nemesis touches his head. It's a bunch of Nemesis circling him, just saying, kill the copy. And then he kills Nemesis. So, is Nemesis in his head now? Are there more Chases out there? Are there more HoloLens Genlock programs out there?
Find out next time.
Maybe?
We'll tell you later.
And then, everybody's doing their stuff. Happy endings, quote unquote.
Except for the big hero, who's in a heroic coma.
He may never come out of. He's definitely not coming out of. Series end. Oh wait, post-credit scene. Hey, I didn't know who that was.
I didn't either.
It was the dude who was the traitor.
Mm-hmm.
The real, actual dude.
Yeah, I figured as much. So now they're gonna have a traitor in the Union for them next season, which means 0 because they can't be affected by the nanotech anymore. The Union does not have Genlock suits anymore. The only problem is the Behemoth.
And who the fuck is the Union?
Yeah, still don't even know that.
Exactly.
That's why they saved it.
How many episodes?
This is a pretty big battle. There was a lot going on. Him realizing.
Well, you could have them finding out that the Vanguard's okay and the plan of the attack, and then maybe if we have had actually sprinkled in shit about the enemy at all, throwing scenes there, and that could be one episode.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking one episode for that, and then 3 episodes for the big battle.
I agree.
Who's been writing down how many episodes we've been saying?
I have it.
How many episodes of Genlock should there have been?
So we'll say episode 2 is 3. We said 3 to 5, but
yeah.
Or should we just put
3.
it? Or should we just split the difference and say 4?
Let's say 4 then. Okay.
Let's say 4.
All right. Okay, so we got 2, 6, 8.
Episode 1 was
11.
2.
Episode 1 was 2. Episode 2 was 4. Episode 3 was 2. Episode 4 was 3. Episode 5 was 5. Episode 6
That's a big boy.
3. Episode 7 was 4. Episode 8
Solid
was 4.
5.
So 6, 8, 11, 16, 19, 23, 27 episodes.
We definitely could have cut that down into the more compact 26 episode season that most things are.
Even 24.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Wait,
Genlock was 8 episodes.
Legit. It should have been 3 times the length.
so why wasn't it?
Why wasn't it? Y'all
They just-
trying to be this ambitious, do all this stuff in this short amount of time.
I almost want to be cynical and say they know they have a fan base that will wait for years for them to get to stuff and just excuse everything away like, oh, they're a small studio. I almost want to say that's the reason why they did it, but I genuinely don't know.
They Rooster Teeth has always been a test the waters type of thing when it comes to new shows. Which, okay, like an 8 episode first season, understandable, but how about you make the first 8 episodes be our first 8 episodes, which would be the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, you could have.
Let that be like your first initial season, you're building up the enemy, what have you. The end of episode 3 was... What was it? Shit. It was them. Fuck, that was them accepting the program. That's shitty.
Oh yeah.
No. That's okay. Them accepting the program as the season finale.
Okay, I guess.
Maybe you get the hype
in...
of seeing the mechs and
Like,
everything in action.
Yeah, that's a big thing where it's just like you would need to actually. I say that it wouldn't be good just because, again, we know fucking nothing about the antagonist of the series at all.
That's such
Okay.
a problem.
In this way, you get a lot more character stuff and you get a lot more smaller scale battles. But we still have at the end of the tunnel the giant overarching plot of that villain, the behemoth and the union and all that. But we learn more about the union, we learn more about our characters, and we have a lot of smaller scale rescue battles and trying to siege control of areas or protect areas. It's fine. And then it's just like, we're in for the Genlock program. See you next season. You get your giant mech battles.
You know what? Actually, like even really thinking about it, Ruby too. Like that's kind of what Ruby was. Like
I
the
was
big
just
battle
about to say
was
that.
them stopping a little drug shipment, and then the resolution of the whole Blake Weiss fight.
Up until Volume 3, you just got little sprinklings of plot. And then once Volume 3 hit, you got, okay, here's the real plot. And it was just like, oh, here's a bunch of cool stuff, and here's some character stuff, and here's some stuff. And that did fine. It wasn't particularly to my taste, but
And I will say it probably had half the eggs. I'd say half. And they ended up making the omelets like
yeah,
6 volumes later.
6 years later.
Yeah.
you have silver eyes. Here's what silver eyes are. Freaking Volume 6.
So we also the final tally was 36 eggs.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Jesus.
For those that are that haven't been
That's like 4
paying attention.
eggs per episode.
Yeah. For those that weren't paying attention, eggs are they introduce something to where we ask a why or what question, and then just never brought up again. Basically, anytime we thought in our head with the voice of, "Are you thinking logically?" was an egg.
So,
Oh
yeah,
my
we're
God.
out of here. This was fun. Oh, what would you rate the series?
Great.
36 out of 36 eggs. Oh.
It's getting a 3
Oh,
for me.
boy.
Yeah, I was about to say I rated a 1, but because it's Genlock, I need to times that by 3, so it gets a 3.
It's definitely
I'm
below
going
average.
2.
The writing is really, really bad.
It's really bad. The performances aren't particularly good.
They bring things up and drop them. They don't bring up things they need. They establish too much. They don't establish enough. They zoom through plot lines.
Breakneck.
3.
Great.
2 for me.
I would say 2 as well.
Wow, how are we the most kind ones?
Maybe they need to revisit some stuff.
But yeah,
I watched
it was
2
bad.
weeks ago. I need some.
Maybe they need to revisit some stuff.
But yeah,
I watched
it was
2
bad.
weeks ago. I need some.
Maybe they need to revisit some stuff.
But yeah,
I'ma be a fool that'll live and die for you. Like, come on, bro.
I could give you a single.
Also, was it Nemesis that was singing the song? Our "Let the Good Times Roll" lyrics.
We're out of here.
Oh God.
You guys have a
This-
whole
yeah.
other thing to do.
This was a thing. I like again.
I'm so happy.
I had whiplash watching this. Like 5 to 6 was where I was like, "What?"
You look down at your phone like, uh-oh, did I enter a time portal or something? A lot just happened.
I legitimately like shifted. I almost said shitted. Shifted through the Rooster Teeth's website, being like, "Is there more hidden here somewhere?" Like trying to go behind the curtains.
Do I have to click on something in a certain order to get the correct episode order?
It's like the devil
Episode
inside
list-
or whatever that was, where it's like, visit the website for the ending. No. No, there's no
Yeah.
info.
It's like it's 8 episodes. 8 episodes. Go to Wikipedia. Yep, it says 8 episodes. Oh, all right.
Yeah. I am a giant Gundam fan, which Gray has said multiple times he based this off of Gundam and Ghost in the Shell, 2 anime franchises that I love to death. So this thing already had like a really high bar, but right from the start, I was just like, yeah, you ain't hitting it. No. And lo and behold, he didn't hit it.
Yeah, and for me too, like the first 2 episodes, again, wasn't good, but it wasn't like awful. It's just
It's because the hope was still there.
it's like again, like the bar was at a trippable level, but then they tripped over it and just went to the core of the earth. Like I didn't know you could get that far down.
They just tripped face first into a trench.
Like even Bleach
And
had
then
a very
drowned.
high peak, and then it fell to basically where my bar for Genlock was, where it started. Bleach's end was my initial bar for Genlock.
Oof.
Yes. All right. Any other comments or?
Oh, no. I edit the audio, so any of these downtime stuff, I'm just going to cut it out. Yeah, I don't have anything left.
Yeah.
I look forward to a season 2 though, because it's probably gonna be more in line with what they wanted, but it also feels like The Last Jedi-ish, or heading into or from The Last Jedi, where it's like,
Rise
there's
of the
all
Skywalker.
these questions. It's up to you to answer it, director.
See ya. Goodbye. But wait, what are the Union? You figure it out, homie.
I don't know. You tell me.